Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Ready, set, go into a new Toyota at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg today. Our deals are warming up right in time for spring. Get a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma for only 2.99% financing for 60 months. Or check out our huge selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas. Right now, finance Toyota Gold certified models for as low as 4.99% for 60 months or 5.99% for 72 months. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com. Owners just care more.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Trips Flooring, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, Hagerstown Ford, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremation Robert Fields & Sons, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Floor Pools, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, The Palace Lounge, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mirius Group Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, and the Berkeley County Health Department.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you out here to Musselman High School as we get set for EPAC baseball action for you on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. It's the Musselman Applemen who come in 1-2, taking on the Jefferson Cougars, who are undefeated so far this season, 3-0. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. Kyle McLaughlin is our on-site producer. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop and Alec Epperson and Kyler High are cameramen here tonight. Trip, it's EPAC baseball. It's our second EPAC baseball broadcast of the year, and we got another EPAC versus EPAC matchup. Jefferson and Musselman, you could say on paper the Jefferson Cougars possibly the favorites this year in the EPAC, and Musselman, it's kind of a mixture of some returners and some young guys, so it should be an interesting matchup anytime these two teams get together.
Yeah, every time we see EPAC baseball, it's always competition's great. You'll hear Coach Lowry talk about the competition here in Eastern Panhandle and how iron sharpens iron here. So, it's going to be a tough test for Musselman here tonight, but they got a great starting pitcher on the mound, Wyatt McClintock, and you've seen Jet Grossel on Jefferson's side. He's had a couple of short starts, so, maybe look for him to go a little longer tonight. Hedgeville can Musselman can stay in this game and see what happens here. But, yeah, EPAC baseball, we've seen it the other night. Tough game, Martinsburg and Spring Mills, and then we watched on Game Changer and Game Changer Stream where Musselman and Hedgeville played to what was a 1-1 or 1-2 game up to the fifth inning until things kind of went awry for Musselman. So, yeah, EPAC baseball always brings out the best in everyone.
Some of the big things on the Jefferson side of things and why people feel the way they do about Jefferson, you could say, in the preseason, they return most of their lineup from last year, and then they add one of the best players in the EPAC, Braden Oviedo, to the roster as he transfers over from Martinsburg. So it is a loaded Cougar starting nine.
Yeah, I mean, this great bunch of kids out there, a great starting nine with actually Tim with the DH, and really smooth on the infield. They got some guys on the infield that can really handle the baseball, soft hands, turn double plays, get pitchers, out of innings pretty quick, and got speed in the outfield, and they got guys who can put the ball in play. They in their first three contests have beaten University and Berkeley Springs handily, in all 3 aspects or 4 aspects of the game. And, they're just well coached, and, they're not going to lose a game. They got good baseball IQ, and, this is going to be really a big matchup for Musselman. But Musselman's, I think they have 9 or 10 seniors over there, so they have experience. They've been here before, and, they've got a good pitcher in Wyatt McClintock. It's going to be a test for them tonight to hold this lineup down, though, of Jefferson's.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get into our coaches' interviews. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold-level sponsor for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. If you're looking for a home in the Tri-State, then come and visit us at our booth, which spans from number 35 to 36 inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse, just to the left of the west entrance. This year's home show will take place on Saturday, March 29th and Sunday, March 30th. We hope to see you at the Roundhouse for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to Musselman High School. Nick Vigilino alongside me, Trip Tobin. Kyle McLaughlin is our on-site producer. We'll go ahead and hear from both teams' head coaches.
Here with Jefferson head coach, Coach Lowry. Coach, you're off to a 3-0 start. You had a big win up at Berkeley Spring to start things off, and a couple of big wins over the weekend. Let's talk about those again before we get into tonight's matchup.
Well, we were fortunate. The kids played well. I think after, we had the flex practices in the off-season and the preseason practices, we were just happy to be able to get out and play somebody in the opposite color jersey. They were excited to play, and I thought we responded well. We were fortunate to be able to get off with 3 wins. We're pleased.
So you have a little different lineup this year in the sectional. Not your usual sectional regional lineup setup. So tonight's a sectional game, basically against Musselman, your first EPAC game of the year. What do you think about this matchup?
Well, I think the competition in the Panhandle, I think as the season progresses, people will see it's really going to be interesting and going to be fun because it's going to be very competitive. A lot of the teams are evenly matched, and as you said, with the sectional format kind of going by the wayside and seeding being important with the 6 teams in our EPAC or in our area, it'll be interesting to see how all that evolves.
So you got a couple new faces around the infield and in the lineup. How are they meshing together here so far this year?
Everybody's doing well, working hard, and gets excited to play, and great group of kids to be around. They have fun every day, and that's the key to what we're trying to do here. Obviously you want to be successful and win, but just the experience of getting guys together and having them working hard and being willing to sacrifice for each other and give their best effort, that makes it fun.
So you got Jet Gross on the mound tonight. Jet had a couple of quality starts for you so far. Tonight he gets his first EPAC start. What can we expect from Jet?
Well, Jet, he's left-handed, and he's commanded the strike zone, and he can command a breaking pitch, and he's done real well for us this year. That's the key, I think, to our team, is to be able to develop some depth in our pitching staff, and hopefully we can do that as we go along. But Jeff is certainly one of the leaders in regard in our pitching staff, and he had experience from last year. He was our number 3 guy, and we lost the 2 guys ahead of him, so he stepped up really well.
So first time we get to interview you here, so what are the goals for this year after these first 3 games?
Well, the goals are the same every year, to see if you can be successful at the end of the year, get better as the season goes along, and goal I think for every team is to try to see if you can get to Charleston and see how you do once you get down there. I know teams from our area, the Panhandle, have had a history of being able to represent the Panhandle well once they do get there. Certainly that's our goal, but I'm sure that's the goal of all the other schools also.
I'm going to ask you a question tonight that I'm going to ask you again later in the year. Can you give me one word to describe this team?
Exciting, I think, and hungry. The 2 things. I think they're willing to get after it, and they're willing to play for each other, and they're looking forward to representing our school well.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Here with Musselman head coach Josh Hartman. Josh, off to a 1-2 start. Had a first game of the year against team just got away from you a little bit there. Had opportunities. Played Hedgesville in an EPAC matchup and a real close game until it got away from you late in the game, and then you got a big win there against Williamsport. So up to this point, 1-2, but you've had some quality games. What do you want to say about those games so far?
It'd be nice if we could just play a complete game. We obviously haven't done that yet. The Mid-pregame game, like you said, we had an opportunity to win that game, and just mistakes kill us, and they can capitalize on those mistakes. Hedgesville's kind of the same way, make mistakes, they capitalize on that, and South Hagerstown's kind of the same way, and we kind of held on. We had a nice lead in that game, but we made mistakes in those games as well, and was able to hang on. So hopefully tonight we can get that complete game all the way around.
So the sectional lineup has kind of been thrown out the window, so seedings are pretty big right now. You got a sectional opponent there, again, your second one of the season so far, and you got a tough matchup here with Jefferson off to a 3-0 start. What's the keys to victory here tonight?
Just be patient at the plate. Their Jets throwing again tonight. You got to be patient at the plate. They put the ball in play. We got to make plays on it. I'd really like to see us catch some pop-ups in the infield tonight. I think we've had probably 5 drops in the infield this year in games. So if we can play good defense, sound defense, I think we'd be okay.
You got some guys in the lineup that returned. You got some leaders in the dugout, a couple of fresh faces. What can you say about the young guys and the way the team's meshed together so far?
Yeah, it's a good group. We got a good group of seniors. I think I had 9 seniors this year, and you got some young guys as well. Those seniors are definitely leaders of the team. You got Wyatt McClintock throwing for us tonight, and of course Taryn Boyles, Isaac Gilbert, and among others. So that we're ready, and those are good leaders, and hopefully those young guys look up to them.
So I want to ask you something I ask all the coaches. Can you give me one word to describe this team after 3 games?
I'd probably use incomplete, because I don't feel like we had a complete game yet, obviously. Like I said, if we could put all the facets of the game together with our pitching, and our starting pitch has been pretty good, but that follow-up guy, we haven't really found that guy to shut it down yet. And like I said, consistency in the field is what I'm looking for tonight, so hopefully we can do that.
All right, well, good luck tonight, and hope to see you after the game.
Thanks, Trip.
Our pregame interviews are brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. And our pregame show brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you if they don't like it. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. We'll go ahead and take We'll take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll give you the starting lineups and have first pitch here from Musselman High School. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We're back here at Musselman High School. Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobin here for West Virginia High School EPAC baseball action for you. Musselman taking on Jefferson here tonight. We'll see the Applemen in the field first here, as they are the home team, and our starting lineups brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. We'll start with the visitors, Jefferson, who we'll see come to the plate here first. It'll be Hefner leading off and playing center field, Healy in right and batting second, Oviedo down there at third and batting third. Batting fourth will be Guerra at first, batting fifth, the designated hitter, Liam Sager batting sixth, the catcher, Smith batting seventh, the left fielder Roberts batting eighth, at second base Moulton, and batting ninth, Dominguez. For the Musselman Applemen, playing center field and leading off will be Gaines, batting second, the shortstop Gilbert, batting third, the pitcher McClintock, batting fourth, the designated hitter Boyles, batting fifth, Pavanelli at first, batting sixth, the third baseman Hinchman, batting seventh, the right fielder Woolham, and batting eighth, the left fielder Zacchaeus, and then batting ninth, Cosner, the catcher. And our starting batteries brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit them online on their Facebook page. Wyatt McClintock will be doing the pitching for Musselman, doing the catching. Of course, will be Cosner behind the plate. And then for Jefferson, it's Jet Gross and Cole Smith. So good pitching matchup here tonight, Trip. Two guys with some experience, and should be a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup tonight. I'm excited. Musselman definitely has some things to clean up, as Coach Hartman reiterated too. Especially just playing the complete game. Getting rid of the errors. He said like the catch would pop up on the infield. They dropped a few there in the wind there early in the season. It's a tough place to play as far as the wind goes this time of year. So we'll give them a little bit of a mulligan on that. But other than that, Musselman has played really well. against Millbrook up until the last inning, and they played really well against a really good senior-laden Hedgesville team, until late in the game. And then, of course, got the win against Williamsport, but like Coach Hartman said, let up a little bit there in the end. So they're going to have to play a complete game tonight, as he said, against Jefferson. He's going to come out here with the win. Jefferson is they're going to do what they do. They're going to put pressure on defenses. They're going to throw strikes and make plays. So it's going to be a good matchup, and I'm glad we're here tonight.
McClintock's pitch. Outside for ball one. Our first pitch brought to you by the Murias Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. The next pitch a little bit high for ball two.
The sun up here always a factor there in left field, third base, shortstop, and even Coach Lowry over there shading his eyes at third base coach. So as the sun goes down there, it becomes a factor there on the left side of the field.
That's a called strike one. 2 balls and a strike here to the leadoff hitter Hefner. Top of the first inning, brought to you by the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. Next pitch a little bit high and outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Sam Hefner, the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, Hefner has speed. They certainly don't want to walk him on here if you're Musselman.
And that on a called strike 2 at the knees, so a full count on Hefner. Musselman in their green jerseys, white pants, white numbers, white letters across the chest, and the white hat. This one popped up to center field, sliding in and unable to make the catch out there is...
I think he made it.
Oh, no, he did make the catch, excuse me. Gantz for the first out.
He did what you're supposed to do on a line drive like that. He froze, but he actually broke back just a step or two and almost cost him as he had to come running in. The ball died there. The wind's blowing out to left field, but it had a little top spin on it, so he had to come in and catch it there, pick it up off the ground. So, but a great play there on that line drive.
So one away here in the first inning as Hefner flies out the center. And we'll now bring Healy to the plate. And the next pitch from the righty McClintock in there for a called strike. So
Healy worked his way in this lineup. He got a few starts last year, got some varsity time, but for the most part was a role player here recently. The last 3 games he's been an everyday player.
Next one, called strike 2. I was telling Colin earlier, it feels weird not seeing Kyle Lohr in center and leading off for Musselman. It's just been kind of a trend over the years, but obviously guys graduated after 4 years.
Yeah, he was there a long time, a staple in that outfield, and he moved. He came up and got in that lineup when he was a freshman and stayed in there and become a senior leader last year.
2-2 count, high and outside for ball 3, so full count. There's a lot of newcomers to this lineup for Musselman, not a whole lot of familiar names, so just have to learn things over time. But the 3-2 again here from McClintock is low this time for ball 4. So Healy's on with a walk. And with one away, that will bring Braden Oviedo to the plate.
You see so far that Jefferson will be patient. They will make McClintock be around the plate. They'll take walks. They'll do whatever it takes to get on base. We'll see with the speed of Liam Healy here what he's going to do, see if they're going to take a chance against sophomore catcher here as Taryn Boyles is out with looks like a rotator cuff or a shoulder injury at the moment, something that's bothering him. Chase Cosner behind the plate as pitch 1 comes up for ball 1. So Jefferson likes to put pressure on teams. Got Henchman up on the line guarding the bunt.
Oviedo will step out. The defense for Musselman, Chase Cosner behind the plate, Ethan Hinchman down there at third, Isaac Gilbert at short, Caden Stanley at second, Will Pavanelli at first, and Zakaris, Gantz, and Woolham from left to right in the outfield. Throw over not in time.
Pavanelli, a Jefferson transfer up to Musselman, actually.
So a little bit different than what we're seeing at the plate, of course. Oviedo from Martinsburg to Jefferson. Pitch here, popped up left field. Hinchman in foul territory, and coming over and making the catch was Gilbert, the shortstop. So good play on the run.
Yeah, it was. Looked like it was going to be foul ball over into the equipment area, but the wind blew it in. Hinchman kind of backpedaling, and out of nowhere from the shortstop had a lot better angle was Isaac Gilbert, who came in and made the basket catch there right there at the end to get the second out of the inning here.
Yeah, initially I thought that ball had a lot more carry on it than what it ended up having, and then Gilbert makes a good play there on the run. So 2 down here and a runner on first, and there's a called strike 1 here to Guerra.
Dangerous hitter here in Guerra. Home run power, we all know. RBI machine there at the plate.
And only a sophomore for this Jefferson Cougar team that returns most of its starting lineup from last season as the runner takes off, trying to steal second. The throw down, not in time. In there at the stolen base is Healy.
Yeah, there was a matter of time before Healy was going to take off for sure, especially with 2 outs. Coach Lowry looking to get somebody in scoring position, knowing that Surf Gary here certainly can put the ball in the outfield into the green.
McClintock checks the runner and delivers the next pitch, and it's a called strike.
With Guerra being up, it forces the left fielder and center fielder deep, so, a ground ball, base hit through the infield is going to score Healy easily.
Healy takes his lead off of second base. 2 strikes here on Guerra. McClintock checks the runner and delivers the next pitch, and it's a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Or no, it's fair off the bag, and Hitchman throws in time to first for the out. So
great play there. I think it did hit the bag. If it didn't, it come close, but Hitchman did a great job backhanding that and then making a Machado-like throw across the diamond.
Yeah, good play there from the third baseman, Ethan Hitchman, to end the inning. So Jefferson gets a runner on, but no runs come across. We'll head to the bottom of the first on the other side of this break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here to Musselman High School. Nick Verzley, Trip Tobin, happy to have you with us. Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, Alec Epperson, as well as Kyler High. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, which is presented to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area, then call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551. Or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. We'll see Jet Gross doing the pitching for Jefferson as he'll face the Musselman lineup. It's going to be Gaines, Gilbert, and McClintock to lead things off. Or Gantz, excuse me. Gantz, Gilbert, McClintock.
A couple of EPAC matchups or teams in action tonight. You got Spring Mills is up on Heritage Academy, 12-1, the top of the fifth. Looks like Schwartz and Sweeney are doing a lot of damage there in that lineup. They got 4 hits between them. Both of them have triples. Looks like Clark is on the mound for Spring Mills.
First pitch here to Gantz is fouled away.
The other game in action would be Hedgesville. Eagles playing the Trojans there. It's 2-0 at the bottom of the first. Hedgesville's up, excuse me. Yep.
Next pitch from the lefty Gross. Chopper. Hit in front of the mound. Gross comes off of the mound and makes the throw to first in time for the out. Despite Musselman thinking that Gantz was in there down there at first, they rule him out by about a half a step.
Yeah, he was just a half a step or just a millisecond away from having an infield single there as ball got up just far enough away from Cole Smith that Jet called him off, picked it up, left hand to Wilden, threw a strike to Surf down there on a bang-bang play.
So that'll bring Gilbert to the plate, who had a nice play defensively earlier in that first inning, and overall, Coach Hardman got to be pretty happy with his defense, as that's been a little bit of an issue for Musselman early in the year.
Yeah, he just asked if we would catch fly balls and make plays, and they did just that.
Gilbert fouls that one away, so 1 ball, 1 strike to him. The defense for Jefferson, behind Jet Gross on the mound, is Cole Smith doing the catching, Braden Oviedo down there at third, Nyan Dominguez at shortstop, Tegan Moulton at second, Surf Guerra at first, Brady Roberts, Sam Hefner, Liam Healy from left to right in the outfield. This one, a floater dive attempt from Moulton, and it will fall in there at right field for a base hit for Gilbert. As Moulton and Healy were trying to charge in, but that ball just had enough carry on it to get out of the reach of the diving Moulton and allow Gilbert to reach first base, and now the pitcher, Wyatt McClintock, will come to the plate.
Yeah, Tegan, the young second baseman there, give it all he had there, just hit it into no man's land, and I thought he ran it down there. He dove and got a glove on it, but going to be a base hit there for Isaac Gilbert.
Lefty versus lefty matchup here as Gross starts McClintock with a strike.
So 2 soft contact swings here by Musselman, putting the ball in play as forced Jefferson to make some plays.
Third to first, not in time. Jefferson tonight in the typical maroon uniforms with the gold numbers, gold letters across the chest, and the gray pants. And the look over from Gross to check the runner. And the lefty delivers here. And this one's hit into right center field. Calling off everybody is the center fielder, Sam Hefner, and he'll make the catch for the second out.
That ball hit up in the air there into the wind. The wind has settled just a little bit, as you see the flags have just kind of blowing softly in the wind out there, but nothing like it was there in the first inning when Gilbert had to make that play down the third baseline. But certainly tough place to play at times here as Musselman's field sets down a little bit, and there's a wind up there above it.
So the designated hitter, Taryn Boyles, will come to the plate, and he'll take this one low for a ball. Boyles has been starting all 4 years at Musselman, so been around a long time. We've seen him catch a little bit early on in his career, play some third. This one hit into right field, and right there is the right fielder Liam Healy for the final out of the inning. So again, Musselman with a very similar first inning to Jefferson. They leave a runner on base, and at the end of one, there's no score between the two teams. We head to the second. On the other side of this break, this is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR TV 10.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
To Musselman High School. No score between the Applemen and the Jefferson Cougars here tonight. And Tripp, a very similar first inning, just like you guys got on Friday between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. It felt like both teams put up the same first inning pretty much, and we got pretty much the same first inning here. The only difference is Musselman got a hit, and Jefferson got on with a walk.
Yeah, we've seen Taryn Boyles in the bottom of the first line out there. Got some good contact on Jet Gross first inning. We've seen Sam Hefner, top of the first, seen Hefner line out to the center fielder. Then in between that, we had a couple of ground balls, some soft contact. But, yeah, both teams got a runner on and, kind of mimicked each other in that. So we'll move on to round two.
To lead off the second here, it's Sager, Smith, and Roberts due up for the Cougars.
Jet Gross was efficient, 9 pitches, 6 strikes, whereas it was 18 pitches, 9 strikes for McClintock because he had a couple full counts early.
Yeah, he did get into a little bit of trouble early on, but he starts Sager, and Sager fouls off that first pitch for strike one. Our top of the second inning is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. The 0-1 misses inside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the designated hitter. One thing interesting, you don't see Jack Gross in this lineup, who hit the ball pretty well at the end of the year for Jefferson and hit the ball well in the Silver Few trip as well.
Yeah, I mean, certainly you have a couple of guys over there, multiple guys, but 2 that I can talk about is Danner and Jet, who both hit the ball really well in the summer. And I'm sure that they're going to be, Danner has played and certainly been an offensive threat for Jefferson in the first 3 games. Probably tonight I would assume that he's going to stay warm and be ready to be the second guy come in here. Might be the reason why he's not in there tonight for one.
2-2 pitch. Foul, or I should say hit, and then picked up by the catcher. It might have been a drop third.
It was drop third strike. There was a ball thrown in the dirt. Chase Cosner did, or was a curveball in the dirt. Chase Cosner did a great job of keeping it in front of him as Sager offered for it, and Sager took off down the line, and it was thrown out by young catcher Chase Cosner down to Will Pavanelli. So the first strikeout tonight for McClintock.
So the drop third, and they get Sager there at first. We'll bring Cole Smith to the plate, the catcher. That one misses for a ball. Yeah, it is kind of typical, I guess, of Coach Lowry to not really have his pitchers hit too often. So it makes sense possibly tonight that Danner out of the lineup so he can pitch later on in the game. So there's a called strike.
Yeah, I was talking to him a little bit on the sideline there before the game, and that seemed to be the game plan to go from Jet to Danner.
1-1, a big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Jefferson done a good job this year of, pitching a lot of guys without going very deep, just conditioning those arms. They've got some arms over there in the arm barn, so not burning up anybody early.
McClintock's 1-2 is a little bit low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the second inning, no score between Jefferson and Musselman. Smith here at the plate, the catcher, the 6-hole hitter. And here's the 2-2 from Wyatt McClintock. A little bit high that time for ball 3.
Yeah, Wyatt's getting in some longer counts. But he's faced 6 batters so far. He's only been 1-0 to 2 of those batters, so it's certainly something that he'll talk about over there, and he'll try to clean up as the game progresses. But he certainly needs to get on top of these hitters if he's going to be successful and work and keep that pitch count down.
Full count, hit on the ground. Gilbert backhands it, throws to first. Good stretch by the first baseman, Pavanelli, and it's in time for out number 2.
Nice play. Had to go in the hole. Big arm there by Gilbert as he showed he could go in the hole, make that throw across that diamond with a little bit on it there. So great play so far. Musselman's defense holding up and doing exactly what Coach Hartman said they needed to do, and that was make plays. And now we'll see if they can play a complete game with that.
Yeah, overall that shortstop, third base duo doing some good things so far here early on, as this is a called strike 1 to Roberts. Brady Roberts, the left fielder, hitting with nobody on and 2 outs here in the second. Next pitch from McClintock just misses for ball 1, but he did get ahead this time.
He got ahead. So
Roberts with the 0-1.
Reverse that a little bit here on 3 of the first 7 batters now. He's gotten ahead.
And the 1-1. Taken.
Nice
for
pitch.
Ball 2. No strike call there on a borderline pitch possibly.
He may have fooled the umpire. Keith Allison behind the plate, and looks like Mr. Rubenthal down on the bases, I believe.
Yep, that's I think what they said. 2-1 pitch is popped into center field. Gantz will charge in and make the catch for the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for Jefferson. We head to the bottom of the second with Musselman coming back to the plate. Still no score between the two teams. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Welcome you back here, bottom of the second inning. Brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. We are in the middle of the lineup for Musselman. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Pavanelli, Hinchman, and Woolham, the first baseman, the third baseman, and the right fielder. So, see Pavanelli hit against his former team.
Yeah, he gets hit against his former teammate there. So 1-2-3 inning there when the should be top of the second for McClintock. Cleaned it up a little bit. First strike on 2 of the 3 batters. First strike counts and was able to go 1-2-3 there. Pitch count burst to 33 with 17 strikes at the moment. So we're going to see a 10th pitch from Jet Gross is up and in high for ball 1.
Yep, Gross starting Pavanelli with the ball here. And the 1-0. That one slapped foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Will Pavanelli.
Jets faced 5 batters here. 3 of those he started with the ball, so he's only been ahead twice.
The 1-1 fouled away. I guess overall he's just avoided those 3-2s.
Yeah, but he's come right back and pitched to contact and not got into deeper counts. So he's done a great job of, pitching out of the 1-0 count. Whereas earlier for the first inning, you see McClintock kind of get behind those 1-0 counts.
And the 1-2, they say he went around. So the drop third, they'll tag Pavanelli, and that'll be the first out with the first strikeout of the day for Jet Gross.
Yeah, of course we don't have the angle on it, but he didn't go around by much. If he did, it's like a little bit of a check swing there. But again, we're behind there. But umpire Keith Allison showed the strike call, and then Cole Smith come up with the tag.
Called strike 1 here to Hinchman.
Gross working quicker now as he's getting ahead. Got ahead here on Hinchman. Cole Smith gets the ball back to him quickly.
Next pitch from Gross, a called strike 2.
Tall lefty out there.
The 0-2 from Jet Gross. A little bit high for ball 1.
Hinchman played a lot last year for Musselman. They're on the third base there. He's starting as third baseman tonight. It looks like he's gotten more athletic as the years have gone on up here. He's tall, slender.
The 1-2 from Gross. Hit on the ground toward third. Foul ball, though, down the line.
Just foul there. Coach Hartman watches it roll down the line, just foul. Just to the left side of the third base bag. Oviedo gave chase.
So count sits at 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the second inning, bottom second. Musselman at the plate here. The pitch from Jet Gross. Hinchman sends it up the middle. Second baseman, though, getting to it and throwing to first in time for the out. Nice play by Tegan Moulton there at second to get the out. Looked like that ball was going to roll through.
Yeah, he did a great job backhanding it. Not only did he a good job backhanding it, but on the camera show, but the second it hit his glove, he planted, turned and through. He didn't carry it out into center field and give Hinchman an opportunity to beat it out. When he hit his glove, he planted and turned and wheeled and through. So it's a great play there by the sophomore. Something you don't see a whole lot in high school is 2 sophomores up the middle. As we have Dominguez and Moulton there up the middle.
1-0 count here to Woolham. And this pitch is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder. Bats from the left side.
Another sophomore in the EPAC here. It's going to do big things as he moves through with his career here at Musselman.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Then we talked about, of course, Musselman losing a good bit from their previous season, but every year in the EPAC, we have a lot of guys that graduate, and teams are still just as competitive, it seems like, every season. But Woolham there with a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the second. So we'll head to the third. This is West Virginia High School baseball. No score between Musselman and Jefferson here on TV 10 and Talk Radio WRNR. We're back in 1 minute.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Back here at Musselman High School. No score between Musselman and Jefferson as we head to the top half of the third inning, which is brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Trip, it's definitely been a pitching duel so far. And see if any of the offenses break through here at the bottom of the order.
Yeah, we've only seen 7 batters for each team for the first inning, and both teams went 1, 2, 3 in the second inning. As we see Danner, I believe, down there starting to warm. So we see him just starting to loosen up a little bit as with 22 pitches, 16 for strikes for Gross after 2. Give up 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts after 2 innings. McClintock, 33 pitches, 17 for strikes, no hits, but he has given up a walk and struck out 1.
Pitch here for McClintock is called strike 1. It's Moulton, Dominguez, Hefner due up here. 8-9-1 batters for the Cougars. Moulton, as you mentioned, a sophomore. It'll be back-to-back sophomores hitting in the lineup for Jefferson as this pitch is outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So counting the pitcher, Jefferson starting six seniors and 1 junior, or 2 juniors, 2 sophomores.
This one popped up into right field. Chasing after it is Woolham out there in right, and it will fall in for a base hit.
Yeah, fell right on the line there. He kind of knuckled it there, got it off the handle, pushed it out in the right field. Woolham took off after it. Looked like it was going to be foul into the bullpen, but that wind's blowing across into right field and, from the fence to right field, and I think it just helped it enough to catch some chalk down there. So sophomore Teagan on first base. We'll see what Jefferson's going to do with the number 9 hitter here. As I said, Jefferson starting 6 seniors, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores with the DH. Musselman starting 4 seniors, 4 sophomores, and 1 junior.
I would anticipate possibly a bunt here from Dominguez. He's got good speed. He's been known to lay him down, but doesn't show bunt on that first pitch, and it's a called strike 1 for McClintock. Hinchman definitely expecting the bunt, playing in on the grass.
Yeah, I'd expect the bunt here. He's squaring already.
Squaring here, but didn't on that first pitch. Pulls it back and takes it for a called strike 2. So he's already behind now and can't bunt.
Yeah, he was going to slash there as he pulled him in. Coach Lowry was probably going to take till he got a strike, and great job by McClintock by getting on top, understanding that strategy of Jefferson taking till you get a strike and then laying down the bunt. But he took till he got a strike. Musselman started moving. He slashed.
In the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Dominguez goes down swinging for the first out of the inning after the leadoff single from Moulton, and that will bring Hefner to the plate here with 1 away.
That's really big there, really, because you get the guy on, the leadoff guy on, you got your number 9 guy up, you expect him to probably sacrifice or get it in play at some point and move the runner up. But what it does now, it forces Jefferson to either, bunt their leadoff guy to move him over or try to steal into position. But it certainly, at this point, if Dominguez would have bunted, you could let your next two guys just try to, hit him in. But now you have to decide how you're going to get him in scoring position, as first pitch from McClintock was in the dirt there.
Yeah, so Hefner takes that one. As it looked like for a second there, Moulton wanted to take off.
He had a good lead,
but decided to head back to first. And the next pitch from the right-hander, Wyatt McClintock. A little bit low for ball 2. So this time he gets behind Hefner, the leadoff hitter.
So Hefner lined out. He had some good contact there last time. He lined out straight to center field.
Nearly got down. Gantz was able to slide in there and make the catch. And the 2-0 pitch. This one hit on the ground towards short. Gilbert fields it cleanly, throws to second for 1, and they won't be able to get the speedy Hefner at first, but they do get the lead runner, now 2 away.
Yeah, it was a nice play once again by Musselman going to their backhand, their middle infield. Their middle infielder, Isaac Gilbert, there going to his backhand, making a strong throw to second. Just enough of a late slide from Moulton there, but there was no chance of a double play anyway, so you just see the second baseman come across and just hold on to the baseball there. That'd be Caden Stanley.
So 2 outs and the runner Hefner on first, so possibly a missed opportunity here for Jefferson after that leadoff single, unable to advance that runner. And now at least Healy's showing bunt, but can't imagine he would here at 2 outs in the inning.
He's going to try to draw him in. John's going to draw him in. That was a 2-0 swing by Hefner, so that shows you what.
And now Hefner takes off for second. The throw from Cosner is off the line into center field, and then Gantz bobbled it there for a moment, but was able to get to it in there easily at second. Is Hefner.
So the bunt was just to put a bat in front of the catcher's eyes. Hopefully he might not come up with the ball clean or what have you. So fake bunt there by Liam Healy. But, yeah, back to Hefner. Hefner swings on a 2-0 pitch. That tells you the faith that Coach Lowry has in him. With the man on first and 1 out in a 0-0 game.
Unless he didn't listen.
Possible.
This one hit up the middle to McClintock. McClintock will toss it underneath the first for the final out of the inning. So we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Still no score between Jefferson and Musselman in this pitcher's duel. Jet Gross remaining on the mound for the Cougars. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
March is National Endometriosis Awareness Month. The gynecologic experts at WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers encourage women to become familiar with the symptoms of endometriosis and speak with a gynecologist regarding any concerns and about treatment that can improve and in some cases completely eliminate symptoms. Endometriosis affects roughly 1 out of 10 women of childbearing age. For more information or to schedule an appointment with a WVU Medicine gynecologist in Martinsburg or Branson, call 304-596-2149.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Here to Musselman High School. Bottom half of the third inning brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit them online at fmiwv.com. Bottom of the third inning here. Zacharias, Cosner, and Gantz due up here for Musselman. And the pitch here from Gross. Low for ball 1.
McClintock finished up the third inning with 46 pitches, 25 for strikes. He does have give up the 1 hit, has 2 strikeouts and the 1 walk. Jefferson winning the free base, game 3-0 here, as they have a base hit and 2 stolen bases. Musselman yet to take advantage of any free bases given, which Jefferson doesn't give very many.
Next one, a called strike 1 here, so 2 balls and a strike. Zacharias. So far, pitching duel between the two teams.
Early season pitchers generally have the advantage at times, for the most
swing
part.
And a foul ball, strike 2.
Took a big cut at that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time when you have, quality teams, quality pitchers, facing each other this time of year, they'll have the advantage a bit. The hitters out here, it's cold early. They haven't seen a lot of live pitching. Haven't seen much, pitching as far as situational or hitting.
This one's fouled away again. Yeah, a lot of times it comes down to how deep can the guys go early in the year and when can you get to that bullpen. But for some of these teams, they kind of plan it out to have almost like Jefferson tonight, 2 guys that can start for you, kind of go in the same game. So it's difficult when you get that kind of matchup.
You got to protect these arms early. I mean, teams do a good job. I mean, these games mean a lot, but they're not life or death at the moment. They're not, win or go home games, as we see a drop third strike there. And Zacharias was thrown out by Cole Smith there as he blocked up a pitch in the dirt that was offered for. Cole Smith digs it out of the dirt, makes a strong throw down to Garrett to retire Zacharias for the first out and give Jet his, 4th strikeout? Third strikeout of the night.
3 strikeouts here for Jet Gross as number 9 hitter Cosner comes to the plate.
I'm not sure he's made any of them easy. Have they all been dropped third strike?
I feel like they have, yeah. As here's the pitch.
Tells you a little bit about how his ball's moving.
Yeah, it makes it difficult. A lot of movement on him.
Must be dropping.
And the next pitch to Cosner. Fouled away. Strike 2.
Gross working quick here on the number 9 batter here, Cosner. Foul ball, and then he went up high there that time with the fastball up and just outmanned him. Overpowered him a bit.
So the 0-2 here with 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's the first one that wasn't dropped as he went up high that time to get Cosner.
3 strikeouts in a row, right? That's what I have in the book for.
Yes.
Actually, he's had 4 out of the last 5 hitters he's struck out, so Jet Gross having his way with the bottom of the lineup here where actually Ryder Gans had the soft contact infield hit back to the pitcher there. He almost ran out, so we'll get back to the top here with Gans, second time through.
Gans starts and swing and a miss for strike 1. Yeah, we had Pavanelli strike out on a drop third strike, and he was tagged out. And then we had the ground out from Hinchman. And then I believe you're right, Wollum struck out with a drop third, and then we had a drop third there to Zacharias, and then the swing and a miss high to Cosner. As Gans will take that pitch for a ball, 1 ball and a strike here to the leadoff hitter with 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning between Jefferson and Musselman. EPAC baseball here on this Tuesday night. This one a chopper. Hit back to the second baseman. And nice throw over to first from Moulton to Guerra to end the inning. And we head to the 4th. Still no score between these two teams. It's West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsor is the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information.
We're back here at Musselman High School. No score between these two teams as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And Cougars coming back to the plate. It is in the middle of the order. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Oviedo, Guerra, and Sager. So see if this part of the lineup can get something going here, Tripp. I mean, these are big batters here, especially these first 2 guys have some home run power, and Sager also that 5-hole hitter at the DH tonight, so obviously a lot of confidence in his bat as well.
Yeah, beginning here for McClintock, because he's going to face the heart of that order of Jefferson. That's been, that's really put some runs on the board, some RBIs so far. And Jefferson has 2 10-run lead or 10-run wins. They've won by 10 twice, and then they beat University 8-4 in the second of that doubleheader over the weekend. So they've been pretty dominant. They've been really offensive. And tonight, McClintock and Musselman's defense up to this point, after 3 innings, have played really clean and done a great job of keeping this powerful Jefferson team off the bases for the most part. Only 2 base runners from Jefferson, only 1 from Musselman so far.
Top of the fourth, brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. As first pitch is low and outside for ball 1 here to Oviedo. Oviedo had a fly out his first time up on that pop out to in foul territory, and Isaac Gilbert made that nice play on the run, and he gets ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, 2-0. Here, dugout starting to wake up a little bit here in the middle of the game.
And the next pitch, called strike 1 here to Oviedo.
I think he was taken all the way.
Yeah, throwback to McClintock, got away from the catcher, Costner.
He just wanted to make sure Isaac was awake out there at short, doing his job backing up. Every now and then you got to throw one over to make sure they're there.
And the 2-1. That one hit well to left field, and misreading it there, Zacharias in left field, and it ends up being a base hit for Oviedo as he never charged in.
Yeah, he kind of got froze there looking at it. Maybe he couldn't find it there or what have you, but as soon as it left the bat, it looked like it could possibly hang up there, but Zacharias kind of froze in there, looking almost like he was looking for it. And
he might have lost it in the lights or whatever the case may be. You talked about how it can kind of be hard to judge the balls here.
Yeah, it was, it got up high enough to get into that skyline there behind us. And Zacharias just quite didn't pick it up. And so Oviedo, not that he would have gotten it. I mean, it was certainly dying there. It wasn't hit really hard, but it was hit hard, into the outfield. And Zacharias kind of held on and waited for it and dropped down for a base hit.
Yeah. Good thing is he kept the ball in front of him, so didn't have anything rolling around to the wall or anything crazy. So just a single there. Strike 1 here to Guerra, who grounded out his first time. But either way, Jefferson's got the lead runner on to begin the inning for the second time in a row. Last time they were shut down, though, after that leadoff single from Moulton. And here's a throw over. Oviedo will dive back in safely. So we'll see this time. I mean, you're not going to bunt here with Surf Guerra at the plate. I don't anticipate it, at least.
Guerra hits the ball hard. Big guy here. I doubt you take the bat out of his hand. One thing that can happen is a double play, as hard as he does hit it. At times, if he can get a one hopper to the shortstop or something, that he might be able to turn something over as ball 2 there gets into the dirt there. But you generally don't hit and run with your better hitters. You let them hit their pitch, but you could possibly see a steal or just let things play out with nobody out, a man on first, and the heart of the lineup up.
Here's the 1-1 off the end of the bat and floating into foul territory, and then eventually out of play. It was that pitch for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on the first baseman, sophomore.
Yeah, we knew last year when we seen Dominguez and Surf break this lineup as freshmen, they were going to be special. And, now they just look like seasoned veterans out there on the field. When you get to this level, it doesn't really matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. If you're the best, you're going to play if you found if you win that spot.
Oviedo takes off here on a 1-2. Pitch misses inside. Ovi slides in safely down there at second base. So Oviedo's on second now, a runner in scoring position here in the top half of the fourth, and a chance for Jefferson to put the first run up on the board. A runner in scoring position and nobody out. So Guerra with a huge opportunity. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Third stolen base tonight for Jefferson, as we know, they will put pressure on, especially a young catcher.
And the pitch here from Wyatt McClintock on 2-2. Called strike 3. Guerra goes down looking for the first down of the inning, and that will bring Liam Sager to the plate, who also struck out in his first at-bat back in the second inning.
Froze him with that curveball. I'm not sure if he wasn't looking for it. But, yeah, certainly froze him there as the ball started off the plate and broke back in. So big strikeout there for McClintock against one of, if one of the bettors in the EPAC there.
His third of the night for the right-hander. As he checks the runner and now looks Oviedo back to the bag down there at second.
Keeping an eye on him here, making sure that he doesn't just get a running start for third.
And the next pitch, high for ball one. So 1-0 count here on Sager, designated hitter. As I mentioned, he struck out in his only at-bat, leading off the second inning. Oviedo was able to reach on a fly ball out toward left field that Zacharias allowed to fall in, as it seemed like he kind of lost it in the lights perhaps, or just didn't want to charge in on it. But
yeah, it looked hard off the bat. I could kind of see. I think he just wanted to see the line drive and then in the skyline back there, just make sure it didn't get it by him.
But either way, it was a single for Ovi, and then the strikeout from Guerra, but a stolen base allows Oviedo to take second. So that's how we got in this situation here with one down in the inning. And Sager at the plate. Gets ahead 2-0.
Yeah, and a 2-0 count here. He's going to be, see if he has the green light here. So got the signal from Coach Lowry. Looked like Oviedo had the 2-0 take when it was nobody on, nobody out. Be a little different story here.
The 2-0 to Sager gets away from the catcher. Cosner rolls all the way to that deep backstop wall, and Oviedo is going to take third on the wild pitch or pass ball, whatever you want to rule that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 3-0 here. Certainly not what you wanted there. You didn't want runner to move up after you had a great battle there with Surf Guerra. Now you have Sager, who you did strike out the last time in a hitter's count there. Well, actually, it's a 3-0 count, but he's either going to walk or be in a hitter's count here after this.
And the 3-0. Taking low for ball four, so Sager reaches on the walk, the 4-pitch walk, and that will bring Smith to the plate with a huge opportunity for Jefferson. He'll go down and talk to Coach Lowry, who calls time, with runners on the corners and just one away. Or possibly making a change, I'm not sure.
Let's see Tommy McClintock come out and talk to Wyatt McClintock. Coach Lowry's going to come over and talk to Coach Cross, possibly about what they're going to enter Danner, or whether they're going to keep Jet in, as we see Danner going down throwing again, just throwing a little bit. So it wouldn't surprise me if Danner's coming in. Let's get Danner loosening up real quick. Musselman has to decide here what they're going to do on the first and third play. Jefferson has shown they're going to put pressure on the catcher, so expect him to run at some point. Cole Smith, excellent putting the ball in play, can bunt. So a lot of options here for Coach Lowry at the moment, as we have a single and then the strikeout by Surf and then the walk to Sager. Has Jefferson at first and third with one out. And a great contact hitter, smart baseball player to the plate, Cole Smith, against Wyatt McClintock here. McClintock's over the 50-pitch mark now. Don't see much action in Musselman's bullpen. So they're going to stick with him for a while, it appears. McClintock's at 58 and 30 for strikes.
So runners on the corners, one out here in the inning as the mound visit has concluded. And the pitch here from Wyatt McClintock popped up. Shallow right field, going to be a tough play, and it falls in down the line. That will score Oviedo from third, and the runner will slide in safely down there at second base as Sager. So runners on first and second, and a Bermuda Triangle blooper gets the run across for the Cougars as they take the early 1-0 lead here over Musselman in the fourth.
There's a catchable pop-up there for Will Pavanelli. The wind is blowing, but it wasn't just outside the dirt there. Just was way up in the air. He got kind of turned around just out maybe 4 or 5 steps off that dirt. It was going to be interesting to see the way he was kind of discombobulated there if he made the catch. If he's going to be able to make the throw as Oviedo was tagging, but he doesn't make the catch there. And like Coach Hartman said, we need to catch some fly balls in the infield. That would have been one of those.
Roberts sends this one on the ground, but foul down the third baseline. Yeah, probably a tougher play, but still you'd like to see them be able to make it if possible. Obviously, in that situation, you don't want to give up the run on that kind of hit as well.
Yeah, he just needed to turn and get, not just kind of float back there, but turn and get back there and get his body going back towards home. But he kind of lost it up there and, got twisted around.
And the wind has picked up a little bit here as this one again gets away from the catcher, Cosner. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position for Roberts, the 7-hole hitter, who flew out his first time.
So Cosner and McClintock had been on, had been on the pace to, they pretty much had meshed together and was working well. They had a couple drop third strikes. Cosner was able to block it up. Now McClintock's crossed him up here a little bit, making it a little bit tougher on him. Seeing a couple of wild pitches here that he hasn't been able to get to, which puts runners in scoring position. Take the force off as well for Jefferson.
Here's the 1-1. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. And both of them in scoring position here for the Cougars with Roberts at the plate. McClintock doing the pitching still for Musselman in this jam, trying to work his way out of it. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Cosner blocks that one for the 3-1. Had a little bit of issues here on some lower pitches as the catcher.
Looked like McClintock slipped there a little bit as at delivery on that one. But, yeah, he's been in the dirt here, keeping the ball down. Cosner was able to block that one up and keep a run from scoring.
And the 3-1. Outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Still not seeing much of action in the bullpen for Musselman. I'm not sure who their reliever would be at this point.
So I'll bring Moulton to the plate, who reached on a single his last time. So definitely capable here against McClintock.
Musselman's putting the corners in, leaving the middle back for double play depth, so hoping for a ground ball up the middle to end this thing.
This one fouled away.
Moulton first pitch swinging after the walk there, so Jefferson keeping Musselman on their feet, not giving up any game plan at the moment, not being too predictable with whether they're taking or not.
This one called a strike, so a 0-2 count here on the sophomore Moulton, the second baseman, with the bases loaded. And the pitch, a little bit low, gets away from Cosner, but he kept it in front and able to track it down and keep those runners at their bases. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded for the Jefferson Cougars. The 8-hole hitter, Moulton at the plate, and a 1-0 lead here for Jefferson. So they've already scored 1 here in the inning. And the pitch from Wyatt McClintock. Hit on the ground towards short. Going to be a tough play. Gilbert gets to it. Throws the second, but not in time, and it's off his glove anyway. Run comes in to score for the second run of the game.
With Musselman in the double play depth that had
Sager scores there.
Yeah, Sager scores, makes it 2-0, and so Musselman was in the corners drawn in, the middle in double play depth. That kind of opened up a hole in the 6-hole there, so he had to go from the double play depth all the way over to the 6-hole to make the play. He does make the play, but couldn't get the throw there in time. And I think if he does catch the baseball, Roberts is safe anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's pretty much a infield base hit there. First pitch. 1-0 here to Dominguez.
Yep, Dominguez struck out his first time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the bases remain loaded here for Jefferson with their 9-hole hitter at the plate. Pitch from Wyatt McClintock. A little bit low for ball 2. Kind of that 1 inning not going Musselman's way. An early trend, it seemed like, from Coach Hartman, that he felt like his team wasn't necessarily playing complete games or doing everything that they needed to do throughout the game to be successful. And this inning, I mean, some of it's just been kind of some bad luck. Nothing really killing you, but you feel like there were some plays to be made possibly defensively that could have got you out of this situation. But a 3-1 count here. And the next pitch called strike 2 on Dominguez.
Musselman still in the corners up, middle back defense here. 3-2 count, 1 out. Big pitch here on its way. Musselman needs to get in out.
And the pitch from McClintock lined into right center field. That could be trouble. 1 run will score easily as Dominguez is flying into second base, but the throw to second, the tag got him at second, but 2 runs come in to score either way. There's 2 outs now in the inning. It is a 4-0 lead for Jefferson as Dominguez gunned down at second, but 2 runs come in to score, so still did his job with the 2 RBI single.
Yeah, the trouble there is that, Watt got himself in trouble, got into a 3-2 count, got predictable there. He had to throw a fastball over. Dominguez setting on it, was able to rifle that over second baseman's head. So great job there by Camden. Woolham out there in right to get to second. Isaac Gilbert to gun him down on that as he tried to extend that single into a double, hoping to see a throw at the plate, but actually Woolham made the correct throw to second. Now we have a man on third, 2 outs.
That's Moulton down there at third as Smith and Roberts coming across to score on that 2 RBI single, but 2 outs here in the inning for the leadoff hitter Hefner, who's 0 for 2 today, and he finds himself in an 0-2 count. 4-0 though now. Jefferson hitting and playing with the lead, and swinging a miss, strike 3, so that will end the inning. But not before 4 runs come across the score here in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th after this 1-minute break. 4-0 Jefferson. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
We're back here at Musselman High School. Our Caldwell bullpen here brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call them at 304-263-3361. We're going to see Alex Danner do the pitching here for Jefferson Tripp, as Danner will come in in relief of Jet Gross, who leaves the game now with the lead. So Gross was very good, but obviously here early in the year you want to keep these pitch counts down, and Danner can certainly be effective here out of the bullpen.
Yeah, Gross threw 34 pitches, 25 for strikes. Gave up the 1 hit there. Struck out 4, no walks, so something that Coach Lowry has talked about, him being around the zone. And, of course, walks kill you. You've seen a couple walks last inning, and then a couple of bloopers. The balls, other than the ball that Dominguez hit, most weren't hit, tremendously hard. A couple of soft singles. The soft liner that Ovi put into left field, and then you've seen Moulton doing, making the most out of his opportunities and running out, hitting the ball, making sure he gets it in play, forcing Musselman to make plays. So, been a good job with Jefferson just taking advantage of what was given to him.
Danner starts here with a strike to Gilbert, who will lead things off. It's the 2-3-4 hitters. Gilbert, McClintock, Boyles due up here for the Applemen as the bottom of the 4th is brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. 4-0 Jefferson after that 4-run top half of the inning. And the next pitch from Alex Danner, the right-hander, is a little bit low for ball 1. So you go from the lefty Jet Gross to the righty Alex Danner. So a little bit of a different matchup here for Jefferson. And already Coach Lowry is going to come out and talk to him.
Yeah, he got his first pitch was a low strike, then he threw 2 lower pitches, so, he's working just 3 fastballs so far. This early mound visit maybe he sees something in him, maybe wants him to slow him down, calm him down, or make a slight adjustment, but, he's going directly to Danner. I'll tell him I got a 4-run lead, I don't want no walks. Challenge these hitters, throw to contact, don't chase strikeouts, something to that effect, I'm sure. He got a great defense behind him, so I'm sure this was just a didn't appear to be anything to do with mechanics. If that would have been the case, that would have been Coach Cross going out. So it looks like Coach John Lowry went out to remind him of the situation and what the expectation was of him at the moment.
We do have a pitcher warming up there in the Musselman bullpen. Looks to be number 21, Tanner Sharp. So this one hit on the ground, gets away from the shortstop Dominguez and into center field. So getting on there will be Gilbert.
It took a bad hop there on him, caught him up in the glove shoulder there. He not much he could do about it. Just he'll get the error for it, but it was just a what you call a springtime hop there. As the ground's a little hard, cold, the grass is a little choppy, but he got out into that just outside that lip of that grass. Second hop come up and took him into his shoulder. So, Danner has a man on first. Now he's going to have to work from stretch.
Clintock rips this one foul down the left field line over toward the bullpen and out of play. So, Sharp warming in that Musselman bullpen here, as we'll probably see him as Wyatt McClintock still at the plate, but kind of got roughed up a little bit in that last inning. Again, not a whole lot of hard contact, but just enough damage that you feel like at this point in the year, pitch count's getting up there a little bit, probably going to be the end of the day for McClintock.
He's at 76.
Yeah, a little bit high, I feel like, for this time of season.
Yep, he's there.
But now visit here is Danner again, steps off, and we'll talk to his catcher, Cole Smith.
Tanner Sharp's brother of Trevor Sharp, who pitched here at Musselman. And
at Shepherd, I believe.
He's at Shepherd at the moment pitching, so got some pitching genetics in that family.
Next pitch from Danner. High. 4 ball, 1 ball, 1 strike here to McClintock as he fouled off that first pitch.
Jefferson wants to keep that momentum, bringing in a new pitcher there. The expectation is to not give up any walks, throw to contact as he did. And
1-1 runs inside for ball 2. Jefferson's got somebody warming out there as well. But
got a coach right in the back who can't see.
Yeah, can't tell a number down there, but 2-1 count here. And the next pitch, swing and a miss as McClintock chased that high pitch for strike 2.
Danner's more of a power pitcher. Jet Gross does have good velocity, but he's more of a finesse guy. He throws from the left side, picks and spots, paints corners, throws off speed a good bit. Danner so far has been pretty much just throwing his fastball at this point with a 4-0 lead.
And Danner stepped off there, checked the runner, and Gilbert, good speed over there at first base. And the next pitch on 2-2 just misses outside for ball 3. So full count here on McClintock.
Yeah, McClintock let him off the hook there with the high pitch. Jefferson wants to shut this down, keep the momentum. Of course, Musselman wants to try to answer that 4-run inning at least to at least get half of them back or get a run back and show they can score.
McClintock fouls this one away. Yeah, 4-0 here, bottom of the 4th. So definitely a time to start getting your offense going as we get into the later half of this game. And, with the fresh arm and Danner for Gross, he can probably go the rest of the way, possibly, as long as he doesn't get into too many deep counts. But McClintock sends this one to the second baseman, and what a play over there from Moulton as he made the catch on the line drive and fired it back to Garrett at first for the double play as Gilbert was caught leaning.
Yeah, he hit it so hard, he hit it right at him. I mean, some of the hardest contact of the night, along with the line drive single by Dominguez. You're not going to see one hit much harder than that here tonight, and it just happened to be right at Moulton, and not much Isaac Gilbert could do as he got caught leaning. Moulton, clean exchange, nice throw over to Surf Garrett to erase the base runners.
Moulton's had a nice day. Some good defensive plays. He's gotten on some soft singles as well, so finding a way to contribute here. It's Tegan Molden, the second baseman, and it's a 1-0 count here on Boyles. I mean, that ball gets through. You're having at least 2 runners on for Taryn Boyles. Now, all of a sudden, Alex Danner's working with 2 outs. So,
yeah, I mean, that ball gets through. It's second and third, nobody out if it's not hit right at Moulton. And so
big out, big
preparation met opportunity there.
Yep. But Boyles instead hitting with no runners on the base paths and gets ahead, though, 2-1, 2 outs. The next pitch from Danner, a little bit low for ball 3, and you get back as well. That high pitch to McClintock that he chased could have possibly got himself on if things still play out the same way. So just a few differences there in the game and the situations, but instead we see a Boyles walk here, which probably isn't the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we know he's a dangerous hitter, and then you're going to see Pavanelli, who did strike out his first time, but another good hitter in this lineup and a guy that should be pretty familiar with this Jefferson pitching staff as well.
Yeah. See how Musselman, not much they can do as far as stealing. They have to kind of stay back. They can't run themselves out of an inning. Excuse me.
Big swing and a miss there from Pavanelli for strike 1.
I expect you'll see this played straight up and just have to hit their way with 2 outs. Home or.
Boyles fakes as he's going, but another swing and a miss for Pavanelli for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes on him, 2 outs, and a runner on first and Boyles. As Danner looks over and delivers the 0-2, and it's just off the edge for a ball, according to the home plate umpire.
Danner and the rest of the infield was walking to the dugout.
Yep, they're ready to go to the
They
fifth.
called it a strike. It was
Not
close,
so fast.
borderline pitch there on the outer half. Good pitch.
1-2. This one given a ride out to deep left field, but getting there on the run is Brady Roberts for the final out of the inning. That ball was hit very well. Hardest hit ball of the night, but it just was a good play and a good read on it for the left fielder Roberts for the final out of the inning. So Musselman goes scoreless as we head to the 5th. 4-0 our score, Jefferson leading. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
4-0 Jefferson our score, and we got our pitching change here once again. It's going to be Tanner Sharp coming on, but our call to the bullpen once again brought to you by Small & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edward Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361. And our top of the 5th is brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. We'll see Sharp here out on the mound and see what he can do here, Tripp. As Wyatt McClintock gave them a solid start, just kind of things falling apart a little bit in that 4th inning defensively, and just some tough singles to give up and some runs coming across there. But overall, a good performance from McClintock, and now you see Sharp.
Yep, Sharp's entering the game. Looks like he's going to enter in the second baseman spot there, I believe. Caden
Stanley.
Caden Stanley spot, so that would still have him being DH for, I believe. It depends on how they want to play it, but regardless. You're going to see Tanner Sharp hit the mound here. Across the field, you'll see Hinchman at third. Isaac Gilbert will remain at short. Looks like Wyatt McClintock will take over for Stanley at second. Will Pavanelli will be at first. And in the outfield remains the same. Out there with Zacharias, Gans, and Woolham. You know, Musselman hit the ball in the nose there a couple times. The ball was hit really well, both by McClintock and by Will Pavanelli. They got a ground ball that ended up being an error on the shortstop, and even all of that, they still ended up in a 1-2-3 inning, I believe. Three batters faced.
Yeah.
Not a 1-2-3 inning, but only three batters faced after both the very hard contact and the bad hop on Dominguez. Jefferson was able to make plays, run down the long fly ball by Pavanelli, and snatch the line drive out of the air by McClintock for a double play.
So Healy comes to the plate here. I'll take this one just missing for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on him. Tough part of the order to definitely enter into. 2, 3, 4 hitters, Healy, Oviedo, Guerra, due up here this inning after a big inning for Jefferson last time around. This one taken for strike 2 as that one goes right down the middle from Sharp. So, yeah, McClintock now back at his natural position or his main position outside of pitching. So
he's a good catcher too.
Yeah, he will catch as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1-2. He was kind of their utility guy last year. Played a little bit everywhere, it seemed like.
Yeah, he can play. I mean, I've seen him play just about every position out there. Of course, right-handed third, left-handed batter. He's going off to college, I believe, to West Liberty. He's been signed, so I'm not sure if he's two-way in there or not. I haven't talked to him, but
2-2 is hit up in the air. McClintock will field it for the out.
So. He can catch fly balls.
Well, that's usually good.
Tanner Sharp comes in, gets first out.
Yep, so now Oviedo will come to the plate. Let's see, Oviedo kind of got the offense going with that single.
Yeah, it all started there, and after that, Jefferson nearly batted around last inning after his leadoff single.
With one away here, he'll take that first pitch outside for ball 1. So Oviedo so far today, a single and a pop out to the shortstop. Gilbert in foul territory. Sits in here on a 1-0.
He's got a stolen base on the night, one of the few that Jefferson have here.
And that one misses a little bit low and inside for ball 2. So 2-0 count here to Oviedo, the third baseman.
Sharp.
And the pitch from Sharp a little bit outside, so 3-0.
Sharp's in a little pitching around there, trying to bite the corners there. That one got away from. The other two pitches were, I wouldn't say they were balls, but they were certainly borderline, balls. And then this one got away from here at 3-0.
3-0 pitch to Oviedo is a called strike 1 as he was taken all the way. So 3-1 count, 1 out here in the inning.
Gilbert moved over into the hole close to third base. Third baseman's back a step and 1 to the line, so it's kind of in a little bit of a no doubles at the moment, even though Pavanelli's up.
And the 3-1 hit well, but foul down that third base line. So now it's a full count as Sharp has worked his way back.
More action, a little bit of action, or at least some people just throwing down in the bullpen, staying loose. Someone is up down there. They have their jacket on, so we wouldn't be able to tell.
Full count here on Uvi. Sharp steps back on the rubber and delivers the 3-2 with 1 out. And that one misses outside for ball 4. So Oviedo's on for the second time today here, this time with a walk.
When you look at the stat lines and you look at the opportunities that Oviedo's doesn't have a tremendous amount of hits after 4 games, but he does have a really great on-base percentage. He's very, very patient. He's going to get a courtesy runner, which I thought at some point they told me that Oviedo may be the third guy to pitch tonight, so he might be going down to throw a little bit just in case Danner gets in trouble. Maybe 35 pitches is the max that they're going since we see Jet stop there right around 35. at 37. Danner's already at 17, so he might have used up half of his in the first inning as well. So someone's going down to get loose a little bit, and we have Oviedo out of the game and a pinch runner in. There goes Ovi to the bullpen.
Well, we definitely saw him, even though they weren't a whole lot of save situations last year. Martinsburg used him quite a bit as kind of the closer, so definitely could see him in that role here again for Jefferson. 4-0 lead here. The pitch called a strike here to Guerra. So 1 count is that one at the knees. I don't quite see a number down there at first to be able to tell you who that courtesy runner.
I believe it's Kinsler.
Is. Okay.
I believe it's Kinsler, isn't it? Game Changer has it as Kinsler.
All right.
And it looks like number 12, Trajan Kinsler down there. They're going to get a little bit of a offensive timeout here. Coach Lowry talking to Big Surf Guerra here. Surf on the night has grounded out to third on a really nice play behind the bag there by Henchman, and got fooled on a curveball last time. Struck out looking.
And here's the 0-1 coming here with 1 out and a runner on first, and a nasty pitch there. Swing and a miss, strike 2, fooled him on that one.
Yeah, he's way out in front. Tanner Sharp took something off of that pitch. Not sure if it was a change-up, curveball, but certainly had Garrett out on his front foot.
So runner takes his lead there in Kinsler and step off and reset here as things have kind of slowed down in this inning. A lot of timeouts called between the pitchers and the batters. But we reset here on an 0-2. Runner takes off and swing and a miss, strike 3. Guerra goes down swinging, but the stolen base there for Kinsler. So, two strikeouts
out of the night
for Guerra. And now Spring Sager to the plate, who walked and struck out here so far.
Tanner Sharp getting his first strikeout of the night, give up the stolen base there, but I'm sure he would trade that stolen base for the strikeout there as Sager comes to the plate with a strikeout and a walk. Man on second in scoring position.
That one misses outside for ball 1.
Went back that off-speed pitch to start him with. Kind of a big hole over there again as Gilbert is leaving the hole open as they seesaw back and forth with McClintock trying to keep Trajan Kinsler close to the bag there. Gilbert has now moved into the hole.
Sharp looks the runner back, but nobody covering the bag down there at second, so just keeping them close.
Someone went down and got popcorn and didn't get us none because I can smell it.
Typical stuff here, sure, if we never get the popcorn. 1 out count here with 2 outs. And there's a called strike. Anybody get you your coffee tonight?
No.
Unbelievable.
We see Kyle Laurie up here in the press box. We've seen him for 4 years in center field, and now he's up here in the press box with us, having a good year at Hagerstown Community College, starting over there his first year.
1-1 count here with 2 outs. Sharp checks the runner, and now a check swing for ball 2. So Sager trying to push across another insurance run for the Cougars, who lead it here 4-0. It's a 2-1 count, and there's 2 gone here in the inning. Runner on second base. Sharp looks into his catcher, Cosner, and delivers the next pitch. And it's high and inside for ball 3.
Talking about Hagerstown Community College, they're 22-1 right now. They have Jason Myers over there as well. They've got Connors over there, Braylon Connor over there. They're playing shortstop for them. Got a lot of guys here in the EPAC that are part of that great season they're having over there at Hagerstown.
3-1 count. This one lined into right center field and caught by Wyatt McClintock, who we gave a lot of praise to about his versatility earlier, and he makes a nice catch. I thought that was going to get over his head, but he leaps up and grabs it to end the inning. So Cougars don't push any more across here in the fifth. We head to the bottom half of the inning, 4-0. Jefferson leading Musselman. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, as well as Talk Radio, WRNR.
Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg, with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsor is the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information.
We welcome you back here to Musselman High School. Musselman trailing Jefferson 4-0 here as we head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. Cameraman tonight, Alec Epperson, as well as Kyler High. And as we head to this bottom half of the inning, Musselman, Trip trying to get something going. It's been overall kind of a slow night for the Applemen offense, held to just one hit.
Yeah, just one hit, and that last inning there, they had some things going. They had the ball hit really hard by Matt White, McClintock, and Pavanelli, and had a base runner on and just couldn't convert. And kudos to Jefferson for running down that ball out there in left field. Great running play out there by Brady Roberts on Will Pavanelli. But other than that, they've been pretty quiet.
This one popped up into right field. Charging in and making the play is Liam Healy for the out to begin here in the fifth inning, as that will get Hinchman. So he flies out to right, and that will bring Woolham to the plate here, bottom half of the fifth.
Yeah, we're hitting the part of the lineup there that Jet Gross struck out 3 in a row. See what Danner can do with his 7, 8, and 9 here, as I'm sure he's been told to, to throw the ball over the plate, not to waste a lot of pitches, and throw the contact.
There's got an update from the softball matchup between these two schools, tied at 3 between those two teams. So good one going on there. Pretty good one going on here as well. Definitely been competitive. As Woolham here at the plate struck out his first time and gets ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes.
At the moment, looks like Hedgesville was up 11-0 on Hampshire in the top of the fifth. 12-0, excuse me, is another run just across the plate.
This one runs inside for ball 3.
Guys having big nights for Musselman. Pedersen has 2 hits. Mason Elliott has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Pedersen has 3 RBIs. Austin Manor has a hit and scored a couple runs and 2 RBIs.
This one high for ball 4, so a walk. Here's actually not Woolham doing the hitting here. It was pinch hitter, which was Perzacek.
Over at the Hedgeville games, Jay Vians is through 4 innings, only giving up 1 hit, struck out 4, and no walk. So a great day on the mound for Vians, for Hedgesville.
Strike 1 here to Zacharias. 1 out here in the inning and a runner on first base.
Spring Mills moved to 3-1 after a 12-1 win over Heritage.
This one hit down the right field line, but into the Jefferson bullpen for strike 2. So Danner, even though he gives up the walk there, still seeming to settle in a little bit more. These first 3 batters, and we'll get ahead here. But overall, it's been a little bit up and down, but hasn't allowed any major damage as he steps off and looks the runner back into first base. Here's the 0-2. High for ball one. Banner definitely wanted that pitch to get him there and be able to locate it maybe a little bit better, but missed high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first base for the Applemen. And this one lined into right field. And charging in, diving, and making the catch out there in right was Liam Healy. So another great play from this Jefferson outfield. Zacharias flies out to right field, and now Cosner will come to the plate. So we saw Roberts earlier track one down on a well-hit ball from Will Pavanelli. Right fielder there, Healy's made a few nice plays and able to dive and make that catch.
Yeah, Jefferson, Musselman has put the ball in play. They don't have a lot to show for it, but Jefferson,
the Cougar defense.
Jefferson has made some nice plays on defense. The line drive, the double play line drive, the couple of plays laid out there by Liam Healy, and what Brady Roberts was able to do with the Pavanelli. So a long fly ball just kept Jefferson off the bases. So they just can't find a gap out there to get anything going, and when they do, they line into a double play there.
Next pitch to Cosner fouled away as he's already behind. No balls and 2 strikes here for the number 9 hitter with 2 outs here in the inning as Jefferson looking to continue into the 6th with the 4-0 lead and possibly add some insurance runs. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Cosner goes down swinging for the 2nd time here tonight. That will end the 5th. Our score, Cougars 4, Applemen nothing as we head to the 6th. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsor is the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information.
Welcome you back here to Musselman High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer, Alec Epperson, Kyler High on cameras, and Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Trip, again, the Jefferson defense holding Musselman scoreless so far tonight and to just 1 hit despite some well-hit balls. And as we head here into the 6th inning, overall Musselman's pitching has been pretty good. Just a few little bloopers have been the difference here tonight.
Yeah, Jefferson, like I said, they take advantage. If you walk them, they're going to steal base. They're going to turn walks into doubles. They're going to put pressure on you. Tonight they haven't really had to give themselves up, with bunts or anything or sacrifice because they were able to steal second. And Musselman has a young catcher back there this year. He's been doing a great job, blocking, drop third strikes, and just they've been getting some great jumps over there on him. Chase Cosner hasn't been able to execute that, but that's just not catcher. You got to hold runners. You can't let them get good jumps. You got to have. Chase has a good pop time, and so you don't see Jefferson running all the time at will because they know that he does have the arm to throw him out there. But when they get an opportunity to steal on a pitcher or get a good lead or get a good jump and get the green light, they take off. So they haven't had to give themselves up. As far as bunts goes, they have been able to move up by stealing bases and then take advantage of whatever is given to them. Soft singles, ball dropped in behind first base. soft liner into left field, a walk, a pass ball. They just do not miss an opportunity to score. And then they had a timely hit there by Dominguez, who drove in a couple runs there. And the next thing you know, they're up 4-0 on you.
So we welcome you back here, or we continue here, I should say, with a 4-0 lead as the action picks back up, with Smith leading things off. Single and a ground out so far for him.
Wind's picking up pretty good here now.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent over the last few innings. Sharp remains on the mound for the Applemen. This one hit well into left center field. That will get down for a base hit. As that will actually roll all the way to the wall, as Musselman had some issues with it. So Smith, on a single and probably an error there in left, will advance to second. But another well-hit ball here from the Cougars, as they've had a few of those. Earlier, probably Dominguez the best hit ball, but I'd say that one by Smith probably takes that spot, and he'll get a courtesy runner as well.
I think it's Blake Kutcher.
Yep, looks like
Blake
him.
Kutcher. Catcher there, Cole Smith, got a hold of one up there, got up in the strike zone a little bit. Tanner Sharp did, and he drove it, through the over top of the head and to the left of, to the right, to our left of shortstop, and actually got misplayed out there in left field, got to the fence. So he ends up on second with a single and an error.
So
nobody out here. Look, Jefferson looking to extend. They already have the man in scoring position. Brady Roberts with speed. Could possibly bunt for a hit or sacrifice someone over and try to get that fifth run in. You just try to put it in play and run it out. You have Will Pavanelli up in the grass, third baseman back. Second and short, or seesawing back and forth trying to keep the runner close.
Pitch here from Sharp, low in the dirt for ball one, as Roberts, left fielder here tonight. Fly out, I believe, a walk so far for him. So solid effort. Of course, Will Pavanelli hit that ball earlier that looked like it was going to just keep trailing, and Roberts was able to track it down. So definitely it's made an impact here tonight, and now trying to add a run for the Cougars with the runner on second base. As this one misses outside, it will be a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. After Smith with the leadoff single and then extended over to second on a misplay out there in left field.
He was thinking triple, then he remembered he was a catcher. Right?
Yeah, not too many catchers hit triples.
Their legs are tired after the 6th inning.
It's very true. That's why they run for him. The high school level will give you that courtesy runner. And the 2-0. Called strike one.
Tanner Sharp did a great job last inning, giving his team a chance to try to get back in it after a 4-run outburst there. He came in, had a pretty good inning through 19 pitches. Now he's giving up this leadoff single here as he got the fastball up a little bit. And Cole Smith jumped on it, drove that to the fence for we have a man on second, courtesy runner on second, nobody out. Jefferson looking to extend. Big curveball there by Tanner Sharp to bring the count to 2-2.
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See the wind blowing his jersey a little bit, so it has picked up pretty good.
Yeah, it's blowing those flags very consistently, as well as the net here behind home plate. So it's definitely a lot of wind here. A runner on second base. Nobody out, and the pitch to Roberts misses outside for a ball. Run down to third. The tag, and got him. So Cougars get aggressive and get thrown out down there at third base.
He read the dirt ball there, just didn't quite get away from Cosner. Like I said, in this part of the early part of the inning, he's got the arm, to do it. He's young. He's technique. He's working on it, footwork, things like that. But stolen bases all the time aren't always just on the catcher. It's a team thing with holding runners, being quick to the plate, things like that. Especially when you have a young catcher who you're developing. There he showed what he can do there as he stepped there behind Brady Roberts on that ball in the dirt and threw the ball down through the aggressive runner out at third.
3-2 count, 1 out.
Boyles, McClintock both could catch for this team. Boyles at the moment suffering a little bit of shoulder pain. So Cosner has caught all 4 games up to this point.
So you got a lot of depth at that spot, which is always good to have, as Roberts is going to give this a ride out to the left field. Zacharias can't quite get to it as there's one hop the wall. Roberts is in there at second. I wish he had that runner back. But either way, Roberts stand-up double.
First extra base hit of the night for us.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of singles, a lot of soft singles, and Roberts finally gets into one, got it up in that jet stream, and he got under it a good bit. Got good contact on it, got under it, let the wind drive it out there into that corner. Zacharias gave good chase, and, he was on it. It wouldn't have surprised me if I didn't see it drop down on that glove, but he's just a little short there, and it's one hop the fence for a 1 out double by Brady Roberts.
Yeah, tough one to track down there if you're Zacharias out there and left.
Moulton, who's had a great night, hasn't done anything spectacular, hasn't tried to overdo it, just get the ball in play, make Musselman make a play. He's got, single in the Bermuda Triangle, single in the 6-hole. He's got a couple runs scored, so made some nice plays at second, so the young man's contributing. And
he's been impressive.
Been very impressive here tonight.
Runner on second base, and there's a called strike here on Moulton. Moulton, as Tripp mentioned, definitely contributing here tonight to a lot of the success here for Jefferson on both sides. So I'd like to add to his solid day of an RBI here and add to this 4-0 lead. Sharp looks into his catcher, now delivers the next pitch. It's high and outside for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Sharp pitching in relief of Wyatt McClintock, who started strong here tonight.
Sharp doing a nice job. Young fellow there, coming up from the JV team last year. Has control. Can throw his curveball for a strike, fastball. Good velocity, spotting it up pretty good at times.
And the next pitch, a little bit high for ball 3.
At the moment, he's leaving the ball up. He needs to follow through there. Get down the mound there, get thrown downhill again.
Yeah, a lot of that probably why we've seen some of these balls kind of elevated by by Jefferson at the plate. They've been able to take advantage of some of those higher pitches. As the 3-1 misses low and outside for ball 4, the runner will advance to third, and now with the ball rolling, you're going to see the runner try to take second, and he will. So that's something you only see in softball usually, with a walk and then a stolen base.
Well, the defense there kind of anticipated. I mean, when Pavanelli come in to back up the throw, because they had a man on second, moved up to third, the infield all kind of collapsed, and Pavanelli left first base. So that allowed Moulton to round first base, and no one there. He could go as far off as he wanted, and then when the ball was tossed back to the pitcher, he had a choice to either take the other half of the distance to second or go back, but no one was guarding, and he just took off. So now he got me on second and third, one out as a little bit of defensive lapse there, as Musselman has the defense up now, trying to cut the run off.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that really at the high school level in baseball, so kind of a crazy play there. But runners on second, third. Dominguez at the plate, who had a well-hit ball last time and tried to stretch it into a double. He was able to pick up, though, the RBIs. Was thrown out at second, but see if he can come through here again in this 9 spot and add some more runs to this Jefferson 4-0 lead. Roberts on third, and the next pitch hit on the ground towards short. Gilbert's going to come home, and they got Roberts in a rundown with the runner on third as well. And they're going to actually,
he's going to get,
I believe, maybe get both. I'm not sure how that exactly was called down there at third. But they definitely got Roberts.
So Roberts, I was going to say, so once Roberts got down
out,
there,
he should be safe at third, right?
Yeah, so once he got there, once he was out, that allowed Moulton to get to third and stay there. They took both runners. They took Moulton too, but he was already there. That ended that.
It's a good play for Musselman after a few miscues here tonight. Gilbert coming home. They get Roberts in the rundown. Moulton advances to third, so you weren't able to get safe down there at third with 2 runners on the bag. And they're able to get Roberts, but meanwhile, runner does advance into scoring position. So 2 outs now and Still the same situation other than the extra out for Jefferson in the top of the order as Dominguez now stands down there at second. And that will bring Hefner to the plate. Hasn't been super active here tonight at the plate, but definitely a quality hitter in this leadoff spot. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 count.
That's a great play by Gilbert. Fielded it cleanly. He had to field it clean. Come home from the, just from the shortstop side of second base back there, and he made a great throw home. And at that point, Brady Roberts was dead. He just had to retreat back. Moulton came on around, got to third, stood on third, and then they tug out to Roberts going back to third, and then so Moulton just kind of hung up there. And on all that happening, Dominguez went ahead and took second.
So, 2-1 count as a swing and miss there from Hefner.
Hefner lined out early, then he hit into a fielder's choice, struck out his last time. So, Musselman's kept the leadoff guy off the base for the most part.
And the 2-1 with 2 outs. Outside for ball 3, so we'll see if Hefner can reach for the first time here tonight. With 2 runners in scoring position, a chance to load the bases for Liam Healy. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Sharp checks the runner at third in Moulton and delivers the next pitch. And it's a called strike. So we're a full count here. Full count here in this 6th inning, top of the 6th. Between Musselman and Jefferson EPAC baseball here on a Tuesday night in the Panhandle. The next pitch from Sharp on 3-2 is just slapped foul and out of play.
Yeah, he protected that. That was a fastball away. Certainly was a pitch that he needed to protect. The runners can't take off and get a jump on it, but with the Dominguez, because there's no man on first, so 3-2, they're just going to kind of get their leads here. But they're going to pretty much go on the swing.
The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. As it was tipped into the glove, according to the home plate umpire. But either way, it's a strikeout for Hefner, and that will end the inning. After Jefferson definitely threatened, but couldn't push across that run. So we will head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Our score, 4-0 Cougars. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold-level sponsor for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. If you're looking for a home in the Tri-State, then come and visit us at our booth, which spans from number 35 to 36 inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse, just to the left of the west entrance. This year's home show will take place on Saturday, March 29th and Sunday, March 30th. We hope to see you at the Roundhouse for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
To Musselman High School, want to apologize to you, Tripp. I've been slacking a little bit. Our bottom of the 5th was brought to you by Tripp's Flooring. Not sure where to go and who adjusts for your flooring needs. Call Tripp's Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at trippsfloorsanding.com. And then our top of the 6th was brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first, Parsons. So we enter the bottom of the 6th, which is brought to you by Hagerstown. Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. But here, as we enter the bottom of the 6th, it's the new pitcher for Jefferson. It's going to be Braden Oviedo, kind of in that closer role, as we mentioned. Seems like 35 pitches or so, about the limit for the Jefferson pitchers here tonight.
Yeah, Danner went 31 pitches in 2 complete through 17 strikes. No runs, no hits, no earned runs. Of course, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, I'm sure, will be addressed. You have to get the 4-0 lead. I know Coach Lowry wanted him to come in, but he is a power pitcher. And when you have when you power pitch, you throw hard over the top like he does, and you get after hitters and you challenge them. You're going to have you're gonna have a walk here and there. So it's just his style, and he did a great job tonight coming in and giving his team a chance to stay in that 4-0. Stay up 4-0. There's still zeros across the board down there for Musselman. As now him and Braden Oviedo have changed places. Braden went to the mound, Ovie went to the mound, and Danner has gone to third.
So Oviedo's pitch here, line toward second base. Moulton, another good play as he throws the first in time for the out. And Gantz is retired there, but again, our calls to the bullpen or pitching changes brought to you by Small and Small Insurance of Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call them at 304-263-3361. Let's run back to Gilbert here. So the top of the order was due up with Gantz there grounding out to second.
Yeah, Moulton's been really smooth over there. That infield, is a very good infield. Even when they, move Ovie to pitching and Danner to third, they don't lose much there.
This one's going to get down for extra bases possibly. Now it's just going to kind of die out there in right center. It looked like initially it had a little bit more carry on it, but it's still going to be a single for Isaac Gilbert, who, it's all about looking smooth defensively. He's definitely done that with his plays out there at shortstop for Musselman.
Yeah, he's had a great night. 2 hits tonight and played really, really well there. But, we'll have to get his depth perception checked, Colin. We'll have to get his depth perception checked. Said I was going for extra bases.
Initially, it looked like it had a little bit more carry, but it just kind of died out there. But, yeah, I don't know.
At least he didn't say back on that one, did he?
Yeah.
Backdoor curveball just misses there for 1-0. But, yeah, Musselman has to, start chipping away. I mean, they have to at least, you'd love to, if you're Musselman, at least split this in half. Of course, if you're Jefferson, you just want to shut this thing down and keep them at goose eggs. But Musselman has to find a way to break these pitchers and this defense of Jefferson and start to get a little bit of momentum, at least get something going. If not, they're going to be, going into the 7th inning down, multiple runs.
McClintock will take this one for a ball as he's ahead 3-0. So
McClintock last time against Danner had a man on first and 1 out or no outs, and hits as hard as you can hit the ball right to second baseman into a double play, and it's just a tough luck play right there for McClintock. As sometimes you're Randy Johnson, sometimes you're the Bird.
Yeah, 3-0 count here. You check the runner there at first. This one misses high for ball 4, so McClintock will walk here. And so far, this top of the order for Musselman, putting the ball in play and possibly getting something going here. Boyle's coming to the plate, but it feels like every time they've gotten something going here tonight, Tripp, the Jefferson defense has just made a good play, like you said. I mean, yeah, McClintock hit one right to the second baseman. That doubles you up, and just a few things here and there that have ended the innings for him. But this one gets away.
Here's
for
their
Smith.
Opportunity to split that, cut that lead in half here with a base hit with arguably one of their best hitters, if not the best hitter, on this team. Him and he's there in that 4 DH or RBI spot for nothing. John's coming out. Coach John Lowry Sr.'s coming out. He doesn't like kind of what he's seen here with the leadoff base hit, with the base hit, and the ball going to be short, very short string for Ovie. The leash was very short after the walk, and then the pass or the wild pitch. Quickly going to go to, looks like maybe Easton Pruitt. Danner's going to come off the field.
Interesting.
And you're going to see Oviedo go back to third as he faced, 3 batters?
Yeah.
Had a ground ball to second, base hit by Gilbert, and a walk. And then on the 4th batter he faced, first pitch went through the wickets of the catcher there on a wild pitch. And Coach Lowry goes to a quick change here.
By the way, Jefferson softball officially defeats Musselman here tonight 4-3. So final score in that one, as we saw Musselman last week against Hedgesville, Colin and I did, and it's a little bit of a slow start for them, but for them to compete with Jefferson tonight, definitely showing some improvement here in the early part of the year. Jefferson, of course, won the state championship not too long ago, and it's built a pretty good program over there. But here in baseball, it's a 4-0 lead for the Cougars, but the Applemen definitely putting some pressure on, and the quick change from Oviedo there, despite still the 4-0 lead, and don't see that too often, but Coach Lowry definitely, if he doesn't like what he sees early on from a pitcher, he's not afraid to make a change even in the middle of an at-bat, as we already saw one pitch to the batter here. Boyles. So dangerous situation from Jefferson to be in with good hitter at the plate, but we do see the pitching change.
Like Liam Sager?
Yep.
Sager
coming on.
So he's just going to, they'll just scratch the DH here. He will no longer be the DH, but enter the game as the pitcher. So Jefferson's up to a straight 9 at the moment.
That means Danner's out, right?
So Danner's out, yep. He's done for the day. Oviedo moves back to third after his short stint on the mound.
And here's the pitch from Sager to Boyles, and he takes it low for ball 2. So a 2-0 count here on Taryn Boyles, and we quickly see a mound visit now from Cole Smith, just to go over probably some signals and how they're pitching them.
Well, that, and wants to make sure McClintock out there at second, not sending them back too. Boyles making sure, figuring out which sound they're going on, first, second, third, or which one.
So the 2-0 pitch is fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out here in the inning, and runners on second and third. Probably the best opportunity of the day for Musselman to possibly plate some runs.
Yeah, they need to get some runs in here and get the crowd back into it, get their dugout back into it, get some momentum here going into the 7th.
This one a slow roller back to Sager, the pitcher. Runner will come home to score from third. The third of first is in time, though, for the out. So they do get 1 out. And now there's 2 gone in the inning. But Musselman does score its first run of the day on the fielder's choice.
Yep. Not exactly what Boyles wanted. He'd like to have gotten on and not gotten out, but he'll take the RBI, and Musselman will score here. Palfinelli, who give it a ride last inning, here a chance with 2 outs to cut this lead in half. That what was a 4-run lead turned into a 2-run lead.
And again, Palfinelli starts with a off-balance swing for strike 1, but that didn't matter last time, despite some swings that didn't necessarily look the best. He still drove that ball to deep left field. And now the 0-1 is another swing and a miss for strike 2. We got a piece of that one, but either way.
Yeah, it's like last time. He got fooled early, and but he fought through it and had some hit the balls about as deep as they've hit tonight, other than the Brady Roberts double.
Yep. But the 0-2 here with 2 outs. Called strike 3 to end the inning. So Sager does his job of minimizing the damage. Only 1 run comes across the score. We'll head to the 7th, see if Musselman in the bottom of the 7th has any fight left, or Jefferson can add on to this 4-1 lead. This is West Virginia High School Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Musselman High School got a pitching change for the Applemen as we enter the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361. They're also our change of the pitcher sponsor, so it will be Colin Lucio here. Trip.
Yeah, Colin Lucio comes in, relieving the second pitcher of the night, Tanner Sharp. He becomes the third pitcher of the night, Tanner Sharp. After coming in, Musselman was down 4-0. He went 2 innings strong, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. He did have a couple walks, but the biggest stat line there is he didn't give up any runs. So he kept that lead at 4-0. Musselman has cut into it to a 4-1 lead. Had an opportunity there with men on for second and third, and a couple RBI opportunities for Boyles and Will Pavanelli. They were able to get one across. So see if that momentum carries into this inning and maybe into the bottom. Jefferson's looking to add to that lead if they have a 3-run lead at the moment. Only scoring in that 1 inning.
Yeah, Lucio, the right-handed reliever. I think we saw him a little bit toward the end of last year. So was a younger guy last year on the staff, but back here and helping this Musselman pitching staff as they head into the 7th inning, trying to keep the lead at just 3. This game definitely far from over as we see Musselman start to find a little bit of offense here late in the game. But for Jefferson, we'll see if they can extend this lead.
Yeah, I think if
in the middle of their order. So.
If Musselman doesn't come back and tie or take the lead in this game at some point, I think they're going to look back to the inning where, the line drive double play and the long line out from Pavanelli, was an opportunity that could have been big in this game, but Jefferson was able to stave that off and, take that 4-run lead into the 6th.
Yeah, another thing as a first pitch misses outside for a ball to Liam Healy. Another thing to consider also for Musselman to probably look back on is the fact that Jefferson's big inning, not a whole lot of hard hit balls, so definitely some plays that were left out there on the field that possibly you could have kept it to maybe only 2 or 1 run being scored in that inning if you're able to make some of those plays. I mean, they were tough plays for sure, but
yeah, tough plays out there.
Nothing Musselman particularly hard.
Yeah, had been making some very great plays, even a few spectacular ones out in the outfield. But Liam Healy, on the other side with Jefferson, keeping the runners off the bases, stealing base hits away as he ground ball to second.
A chopper here. McClintock will throw to first in time for the out.
Healy was running hard.
Yep. Healy, though, retired on the ground out, 4-3. And that will bring Oviedo back to the plate. We saw pitch momentarily, but he's got a single, a walk. He's back at third now. It's flew out his first time. And Oviedo here hitting with 1 gone in the inning. And Lucio on the mound. The next pitch from the right-hander in there for a called strike.
I think what you need to bring out, too, Jefferson's coming off of a Saturday. It's a Tuesday. It's off of a Saturday doubleheader. So they played 2 games there. And to still have this much pitching and able to, put short leash on guys, not let the guys sit out there and get in trouble. Doesn't have it as Oviedo takes strike 2 or an 0-2 count.
It's a tough university
yeah,
program as well.
That's big when you can come here to Musselman and have that, your full deck of cards there in your pitching staff and able to not everybody's going to have their best stuff every night.
It's a ground ball hit toward short, but the third baseman comes in, Hinchman, and cuts it off, and Oviedo beat it out. Pavanelli tried to stretch down there at first base, but couldn't quite stretch out enough, it appears. Oviedo beat it by about a step.
So. Yeah, Oviedo come out of the box hard. I mean, he knew it was a Texas chop or a Baltimore chop there off the plate there. Got down to the third baseman. He come in, he took it off the grass and threw on the run as hard as he could there, but Oviedo scampered down there, and just a hustle play is going to end up being a base hit in the book there for Ovi.
Yep, it's a 2-hit day now for Brandon Oviedo as Guerra comes to the plate. Been kind of a tough night for Guerra. 2 strikeouts and a ground out so far as this one gets away from the catcher, and that allows Ovi to take second.
He threw that one behind Guerra.
Yeah.
Just a bit inside, wasn't it? But, yeah, that's the difference in the game is Jefferson is able to, have quality relievers. Not to say that Musselman doesn't because certainly Tanner Sharp did a great job, but just younger. But they have quality, experienced guys there they can go to, and if one guy just doesn't have it, they can quickly go to another.
Guerra gives this one a ride, deep left field, and just off the wall there and left, as looked like for a second is going to leave the park, but then Oviedo will score easily from second, and Surf Guerra with an RBI double on a moonshot to deep left field.
Yeah, he finally
Tough
got a hold of one
went away
there.
very quickly.
Yeah, he. That's the mark of a good hitter. A couple strikeouts, you can put those in your hip pocket and not take them to your next at bat. I'm sure he's a little frustrated with his last 2 at bats, but the mark of a good hitter is that regardless what happened the last time, they go up there positive, ready to hit a mistake, and he jumped on one right there and sent it nearly out of the park.
Now this one well hit by Sager, but not as much carry on it out towards center field. Guerra going to try to tag from second to third, not in time as he slides in underneath the tag. So Guerra's out there at third base. There are 2 outs in the inning after Sager hits it into center field.
So yeah, after two great starts there by McClintock and Jet Gross, both teams have had great guys had great relievers come in. Jefferson continues to go to the bullpen and find great some good pitching. And Ovi struggled a little bit. They were quick to find Sager. Tanner Sharp comes in for Musselman, keeps the lead at 4, does his job, and now we see Lucio out here. Jefferson starting to pin their ears back a little bit with that lead, and Lucio's kind of the third guy they've seen out there taking the brunt of that as they going up there hunting fastballs at the moment.
Yep, 1-0 count here with 2 outs, and that one misses low for ball 2. Runner on third there, and Guerra after his RBI double, making it a 5-1 game here. Get that lead back out to 4 for Jefferson, so they're at least able to add some insurance. And Smith's had a good day today as well. 2 hits for him so far in the game, a ground out as well. And looking to add to it with a possible RBI. 2-0 hitters count. Lucio, the right-hander, trying to work his way out of this inning, keep the lead at just 4 at this point. And get his bats right back up at the plate as this one runs inside for ball 3.
Cole Smith, the guy who's got the big job, who's got to catch all those different guys, and continues as Coach Lowry continues to throw different guys in there. He has to mate back up with them, and had a great night at the plate.
This one a breaking ball in there for a called strike 1, 3-1 count. (3-1), 2 outs. Guerra on third, and the pitch low for ball 4. So Smith is on with a walk. We'll probably see another courtesy runner there for the catcher here in the 7th, especially with 2 outs. And then Roberts will come back to the plate here. Here comes the courtesy runner. And now Roberts hitting with a runner on third and a runner on first. 2 outs here in the inning, a 5-1 lead for Jefferson. Roberts has had a solid game, hit a double earlier, walked, flown out. We got a break in the action here. Coach Lowry talking some things over, and that leads to Musselman also having a conversation. So, quick conversation from both teams. Guerra will head back to third. Courtesy runner will head back to first, and we'll see Roberts hit here. 2 gone here in the inning, and now we have Musselman bringing a coach out as well. So extended delay, I guess, here.
It's like McClintock went out, and it's like Jefferson has added a stable of overcoats to their gear this year. As I've seen Coach Hartman out there with the long coat there early at third. Now you see Mr. Tommy McClintock with a long coat out there. So
yeah, Musselman's brought it in the coat game tonight.
Yeah, they got it, yeah.
That's always good. You got to have a lot of different gear, especially for early in the season. It gets cold.
Got them long jackets.
We've seen the heaters before between the teams, so they come prepared for this early season matchups. Is this one a called strike? I think we were.
If you want to use it in the summer to flash people with.
Could, I guess. That's what you want to do.
Big, long gray jacket. Oh, hits by
runs
pitch.
and it hits Roberts. Haven't seen one of those tonight, but
first hit by pitch for tonight is Roberts found his but way on base one way or the other 3 out of 4 times. He flew out to center, then he walked, hit that big double. One of the only other extra base hit we've seen was Guerra's double. So Alucio's got himself in some trouble here, but he's just 1 pitch away. Getting out of this thing.
Moulton a single and a walk so far today. I'm sorry, a pair of singles for him here in this number 8 spot. So he's been very effective. Stole a base as well, and the bases are loaded. Could get a RBI to continue this lead here for Jefferson with 2 outs. It's a 1-0 count. The pitch to Moulton, a little bit low and outside for ball 2. So the Cougars just seem to always find some young guys that can step up for them over the years, play that middle infield wherever they need them. And Moulton has definitely filled that role well here tonight on a very veteran team that has a ton coming back, a lot of familiar names. There's a strike here, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, they've got youth out there. Jefferson does. That's, they're not going to, if they had their start tomorrow, they would just lose, 4 guys of the 10 that started the game.
2-1, runs inside again. Lucio lost control, but could possibly get the play here at the plate as Guerra is tagged out at home to end the inning. So the miscue ends up kind of working out for Musselman. They end up getting out of the inning, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th. Our score 5-1. Musselman leading Jefferson leading Musselman. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10 and WRNR TV and on YouTube.
WVU Medicine introduces 8 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Sharu Chin, Neurology. PA Erica Fitzsimmons, Urgent Care. Dr. Mehmet Kutlu, Hospitalist. Dr. Catherine McQueen, Endocrinology. PA Joseph Mills, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Alyssa Pham, Urgent Care. Dr. Jennifer Robertson, Emergency Medicine. And Dr. Moy Saeed, Pain Management. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
Gross. Bottom of the 7th. See if Musselman can pull off a miracle here, down by 4. See if Sager closes things out here well on the mound for the Cougars. Has overall been a pretty good team effort. We were talking, who would be our player of the game right now. It's been overall a complete team win. You could maybe even argue for Moulton at times, but I think some of the pitching was pretty good here early on, and if they would have went deeper, it would have been probably a huge game for guys like Jet Gross. But we'll see. If anything, Musselman has it to say for it here in the 7th inning. It's brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. But here at the plate, the Applemen are bringing Hinchman to the plate after Pavanelli struck out looking to end that last half inning. So Hinchman, and then we'll get to the rest of the lineup here in a moment. But the next pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I think we had Hinchman. I'm not sure if they kept Piracek in the game there.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he is next after that, and then it would be Zacharias unless there's any. Yep, Piracek is in that on-deck circle, so appears he'll stay in the game, and we'll see Zacharias in that 8-hole. That's who's due up this inning as that one misses for a ball. 3-1 count.
Yeah, Gross, he, come in there, get his team off, give his team a chance to score some runs. They finally broke through in the fourth for him. He worked ahead a good bit here. Once he settled in, he threw 70% strikes.
This one popped up in the infield. Could be a tough play. Moulton throws it to first. Garrett off the bag, and reaching there at first base is Hinchman there to lead off the inning.
Yeah, found a hole there between the shortstop pitcher and the second baseman. And once that thing dropped, I knew it'd be trouble because you don't know what kind of spin it has on it. It's hard to pick it up clean and make a throw. You pretty much have to swallow it up there and then hope you get a good hop to come up so you can make a throw to first. Moulton did pick it up, make a strong throw, and it just wasn't quite soon enough there as it just barely pulled Surf off the bag a little bit.
This one taken for a strike. I mean, maybe if Moulton makes that play, we could have an argument for it because he's been very active on the defensive end here tonight, but didn't really
Moulton's played
blow you away with any offensive numbers or anything, but just did a lot of nice things here tonight. So definitely, I think, in the running, but Jack Gross is pitching pretty dominant tonight as well. So 0-2 count. Of course, the game not over yet. You play till that final out. So
Jacob Parashek.
Yeah, Parashek here at the plate. Yeah, he'll take this one low for a ball. Parashek with a 1-2 count now. Runner on first base, and Hinchman, he got on that infield single, and the next pitch hit back to the pitcher. Could be a double play. Throw to second in time. Throw back to first. Garrett can't scoop it out, and it gets away from him. But they do get the lead runner there.
That ball got away, got over into that big Jefferson coaching staff standing over there and nearly got under the feet of a couple of them. A nice turn there by Sager over to Dominguez, and he just kind of took the throw and threw it, just kind of sidearmed it over, and it got away from Garrett. It one hopped away, so one out, man on first there.
So Zacharias will come to the plate here with one out. And of course, the runner on first, and that one runs in and hits him. So the hit by pitch will bring Cosner to the plate now with one out, and it looks like we actually see a pinch hitter for the catcher as he's had kind of a rough day at the plate, so it's going to be Seth Kinzer. Cosner 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. So
yeah, good time to do that.
Spark here from Kinzer. Or Kistner, I should say. But mound visit here from Coach Lowry after the hit by pitch.
Men on first and second, one out. Got a little something brewing here.
Yeah, very quick mound visit there, so no changes. Just go over, I guess, some of the defensive situations, and obviously you have that hit by pitch. You have a few things not really going your way this inning as well with that first hit.
I can certainly see Post 14 maybe going with the trench coat look this summer.
Could be. I mean,
I'm loving it. Hartman's down there. They must have got him the extra long one. He's staying warm this winter. He said, no more cold springs for me out there.
I feel like it'll be a little bit hot for the trench coat come Post 14 season, but if you want to pull it out, pull it out, Trip.
Might rain.
Yeah. Probably will a few times. But this one fouled away. I guess if you're going for what you were saying earlier, it wouldn't matter how warm it is.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a lot under it. Stay cool.
But anyway, 1-1 count here, one out. And this one hit on the ground toward third. Oviedo will step on the bag and throw to first in time for the double play. And that will end the ball game with a great play from Braden Oviedo, the third baseman, as Jefferson gets the win over Musselman. They stay undefeated at 4-0, 5-1 here tonight. Applemen fall to 1-3. Trip, great win here. We'll roll into the post-game show and then get your final thoughts on this one, as we'll be joined by Coach John Lowry as well as a player of the game here tonight. Our post-game show will be brought to you by the Palace Lounge on the other side of this 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. Are proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
To Musselman High School is your final score here tonight. Jefferson 5, Musselman 1. Our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu of daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Tripp, your thoughts here on this one tonight?
Well, my first thought is when we're sitting here and and you have a hard time picking out a player of the game after a 5-1 win where you hold your other team down to nearly, no runs throughout the majority of the game. You play clean defense for the most part, except for a ball that skipped up on Dominguez. You get 9 hits and you only give up 3 hits and 1 run. And then we're trying to find a player of the game tells you what you need to know about Jefferson. They're a team. They're not a lot of individuals over there. It's a total team win. They use multiple pitchers. They use multiple ways to score. They steal bases. They beat you up in the free base game. They don't have to give themselves up a lot on bunting, but they can bunt. They don't have to when they're running like they did tonight. And they got a couple timely base hits, and they didn't run themselves, out of too many innings. They got out at home there on the pass ball, but that's a tough play there. But for the most part, they don't give you extra outs on defense, and they force you to make plays out there on offense. They never hit the ball extremely hard except for maybe, 2 or 3 times tonight. The Scara double, the Roberts double, and then the ball was line drive there by Dominguez. But other than that, they scratched out 5 runs, on some infield singles, running the ball out. Just making things happen, taking the opportunity there in that big 4th inning to score those 4 runs with not a whole lot of offense. As far as it wasn't a lot of back-to-back-to-back line drives. So they do a great job of that. We are going to bring Jet Gross over as player of the game, but easily it could have been Moulton, with his couple hits and his defensive plays. Even could have been Cole Smith, a couple hits, and his ability to handle the pitching staff back there. You can just name, go down that lineup and say, Liam Hilly made great plays out in the outfield. It could have been a game-changing play when Brady Roberts goes out in the left field line to make that play on Palminelli. So just a great outing by them. And, Coach Hartman said at the beginning of the game, we got to play a complete game. And you look up on the board, and basically they had 1 inning there. Take that inning away at the 1-1 ball game. So, it rung true what he said. They didn't play a complete game there. They had a lapse. And when they don't do that, they're going to take it on the chin like they did tonight.
Yeah, I think Musselman definitely showed they can compete with anybody. It's just going to come down to a few little things here and there. But overall, it was an entertaining game. We'll give you the game scoring summary now, which is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Tripp, it was a scoreless game through the first three, and then we saw, of course, like we said, that big fourth inning where they had fourth. They were able to add one more run to Jefferson later after Musselman was able to get a run up on the board. Musselman had a few opportunities here tonight, but couldn't push across some runs in some big situations. Our game stats are going to be brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. As we said, Jet Gross gets the win on the mound, pitched very effectively early on in this game, holding the offense down. I believe he had 4 strikeouts here tonight, so he's going to be our player of the game there on the mound. And then offensively for Jefferson, you saw Guerra add an RBI double. Had some good hits from Braden Oviedo tonight as well. Double from Roberts, single from Smith, single from Moulton, who had a nice game. He had a few hits on the night and a stolen base as well. So those were kind of the standouts on the Jefferson side offensively. For Musselman, wasn't a whole lot, but you did have the run coming across there in the 6th inning on the fielder's choice from Taryn Boyles that allowed the run to come in and score after Gilbert had the 1-out single. So those are your game stats for you here tonight. We'll wrap it up once we hear from Jet Gross and John Lowry here tonight. But our player of the game is going to be brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. And Coach Lowry will now join us here on the post-game show. And Coach, you guys were able to get the win here tonight over Musselman, 5-1. Overall, pretty complete team victory. What were your thoughts on it? What were your thoughts on the win here tonight, Coach?
Am I supposed to hear it?
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Put that on.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
There you go.
Like I was saying, complete team win here for you guys here tonight. It seemed like. What were your thoughts on the win?
Well, Paul, we did the two things that I think have a chance to be pretty good at, and that's pitch and play defense. I think we had some opportunities to score runs we didn't cash in on, and a couple plays here or there. Maybe we could have added a couple of runs, but as the season goes along, hopefully we'll get better at that. But they say if you pitch and play defense, you got a chance to be in every game, and that's what we've been able to do so far. And our pitching staff is kind of a question mark for us going in. We knew we had a couple, but we're trying to build some depth, and I think we're starting to see that a little bit. So pleased with the win. Musselman has a good club. They can swing the bat. Their pitchers threw well, and we're just pleased to get out of here for a W tonight.
Yeah, they were talking, who are you going to get player of the game, and I said, this says a lot about Jefferson when you struggle to find a player of the game when you get a complete team like this. You had great plays from Moulton out there. He put the ball in play. Great job on the infield. Your outfielders tracked down some balls to, kept some line drives from falling, and then, took the Musselman out of the inning with a double play. But pitchers, Jet comes in. He 70% strike. You don't walk a lot of guys. You win the free base game. Took the opportunities. So we started. This thing started off earlier. I said, "What do you think about this team?" You said they're exciting, they're young, they're hungry, and you could see that. When the opportunity came, they took that opportunity. But once you leave here, what do you work on from here? Like where you see yourself here 4-0?
Well, I think we need to continue to swing the bats and try to get better at that. Get more production throughout the lineup. We got to continue to, when the games start to really get back to back, day to day, we've been able to piecemeal games to this point. We're going to have to find guys who can extend themselves a little bit on the mound, and I think that will come as the season progresses. Obviously, this part of the season you don't want to get you don't want them to throw too many pitches. You got to condition yourself. So I think we're doing that. We got a couple guys who haven't thrown yet that we hope that can give us some success on the mound. And Thursday night we'll get a chance to see some of those guys. And we have some kids on the bench too that we feel like that are good players too. We got to find ways for them to contribute, and some of them do. It's pinch runners and so forth. But it's a fun thing. It's a challenging thing. The kids are working hard. They play for each other. They're good teammates, and the bottom line, that's what it's all about. And hopefully we can just continue to get better. That's the idea, to get better each time, each day. So,
well, congratulations. Good luck. You get out of here with a win.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. And now we'll turn it over to Jet Gross, our player of the game here tonight. Jet, you were impactful out there on the mound in the start. You end up getting the win. And what was kind of key for you heading into the game? What were some things you wanted to work on, and then how do you feel like you did tonight?
Focus on more first pitch strikes and just try to help my team win the game as much as I can.
Yeah, you come out there. We were talking about it up here in the booth. You'll hear it in a broadcast talking about you. I think at one point there was four of the first six batters you were one ball to, but you come back and you're able to fight back through that, not dwell on that, come back, get that strike, get that out, pitch to contact. When you get into those one ball counts, you don't get over like that. What goes through your mind?
I just try to stay free-minded out there and not get in my head that much.
Okay. So I think you faced 10 batters out there. The second batter of the game gets a base hit, right out of the gate. Musselman starts to put a little pressure on. What are you thinking then?
Just stay calm, get the next guy, and try to just get through it.
We've seen you start 3 games here and 3 quality starts there, and your 70% strike ratio even after going that. What have you worked on? Of course, we've seen you all summer, but how was your off season?
A lot of bullpens, a lot of long toss, and just working mechanics.
Well, congratulations, and get 4-0 here. Get out of here, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Coach John Lowry, Sr., as well as Jet Gross here tonight, our player of the game. As I'll do it here for us. Pretty much. Trip, any final thoughts?
No, I think we've said it all. I think it was just a complete victory. Jefferson did what we thought they would do, and what we talked about in the pregame. And Musselman, Coach Hartman said that he felt like his team was incomplete at the moment, wasn't able to play a complete game. They showed a little bit of a lapse there in one inning, and it cost them tonight. And I think that's been the story of their season. Their 3 losses, that they weren't able to play a complete game, like you said in the pregame, and he hit the nail on the head tonight. Take away the 4th inning, 1-run game, but they'll work on it. They got coach staff over there, Tommy McClintock, Trampus Boyles, Coach Hartman. Those guys, they want to win, and they know it's going to take to win this EPAC, and they'll get after it, and they'll get things cleaned up. And it's important games, but they're not. But they are, but they're not. You're going to make the playoffs. You're going to make the sectionals, whether you're going to get maybe a bye or what have you, or a 6 seed, or however you want to look at it. But ultimately, the EPACs, those 6 teams, are going to have to play a tournament to get some teams down the state tournament, and it's going to come down to who's playing their best at the end of the year.
And that'll do it here for us. Our cameramen tonight, Alec Epperson, Kyler High, doing a great job. Colin McLaughlin, our on-site producer, back in the studio, Dylan Bishop as well, and Trip Tobin. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here. Once again, your final score, 5-1. Jefferson gets the win over Musselman. They're now 4-0, and Musselman drops to 1-3. That'll do it here for us. Have a good night, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Trips Flooring, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Burke Schultz Herman and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Larry DeMarco Team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, Hagerstown Ford, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations Robert Fields & Sons, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Floor Pools, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, The Palace Lounge, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Murius Group Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, and the Berkeley County Health Department.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.